I got to start Dead by Daylight. Give me just a second. Ooh, it got warm in this room quick. Great googly moogly. So I homeschool my daughter while I play Dead by Daylight, so forgive me if my attention is split. Oh, goodness gracious. Let's go. Let's do it. Let's load up DBD. Let's load her up. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. The Bible tells me so. So we're going to do this segment for 2.5 hours. Ish, maybe just 2 hours. We'll see how it goes. Just want to have fun with the chat. So we finished some 48 days of work yesterday. From November, December, and part of January. We worked very hard to accomplish that streak. And now it's over. And now it's over. But praise the Lord. Let me make sure my sound sounds good. Hello. Hello. That sounds just like me. I guess that's good enough. So I got something very special planned for today, ladies and gentlemen. Something very special. I'm super excited about it. It's an idea that I've been kicking around for a couple of months, and I will be playing it today. This is called Evolution Demogorgon. Alright, Evolution Demogorgon. This is what we're going to do now. And I will show it and explain it. It's really quite simple. I'll eventually add it to the About Me so chat can understand. Let me show you guys real quick so you can understand. Here we go. Evolution Demogorgon. Alright. This is how it works. This is supposed to be a fun challenge because you guys got to remember something. I'm actually a friendly killer main, believe it or not. I've let way more survivors live than I've ever killed in Dead by Daylight. So if 50% of the survivors are not living, then we're doing something wrong until we get to phase 5. So when Noah was putting all the animals on the ark, he forgot about the lone baby Demogorgon, the Demogorgon Rex. Now we must weather the storm and evolve our way to mastery. For every 4 survivors who live, it triggers an evolution where the chat gets to pick a perk and add it to my kit. I can only remove a perk when all 4 slots are full, and chat gets to pick the perk that I have to equip as the replacement. Since this is a fantasy, add-ons only exist as favors handed to me by chat. So when you watch, you get blessing points. You can turn those blessing points into an add-on or an offering to give me. Chatters can spend blessing points to give me a divine favor, which we call, add-ons and offerings. When we win a game with every possible perk, then the next phase begins. At phase 5, chat votes to remove a perk from the pool until only the best perks are left. We want an ending pool of the 20 best Demogorgon perks. So at first, Demo has not even learned how to use portals. So when we're playing this challenge, for the first 100 games, which is Evolution 1 and Evolution 2, we are not allowed to use portals for the first 100 games of this challenge. And I'm keeping track in the notebook right in front of me, which is going to be exciting because, I'm a super lazy killer anyway, so having carte blanche to just be lazy is going to be awesome. Since we're Demogorgon Rex, if a survivor stands still, we cannot even see them until we hit phase 2. So for the first 50 games, if a survivor just stands still and doesn't move, we can't see them. And since we start off as the demo pup, if somebody tries to boot the snoot, we have to walk away from that person. We can come back if they touch a generator. We must try our best to use our perks. with each other so that our game strategy will vary based upon what perks chat picks. In other words, here's the very simple thing. You pick the perks, we're going to have a vote, and I have to try and use that perk to the best of my ability. So we're going to have tons of combinations of perks to play and just have a good time and chillax, right? Now there's sabotages in this, and I got this idea from Mr. Llama. If you want to sabotage, it's subs or bids, and you can sabotage. And the way you can do it is, if I'm letting survivors live in these 4 sections, you can sabotage and make me kill a survivor, which will slow down my evolution. Here, I have to kill survivors. If you want to sabotage here, I have to let the survivor go. I don't expect anybody to use this, but if you do, cool. If you don't, cool. So, the evolution of the Demogorgon Rex is 100% in your hands. This is a perk list. Let me tell you what I did. There's this amazing person named Otsdarva. He went through every single perk in the game, and he gave them 1 to 5 stars. I took his list, and then I adjusted it based upon what's good on Demogorgon, and I made these 18 perks in every evolution. We start off with 0. When the first 4 survivors go free, we get our first perk. You, the chat, get to pick the perk. This is us right now. We're the demo babe. This is us. This is where we want to be. The Zap Brannigan Chad Demogorgon. If you like these 2 skins, S.A. Jacqueline. S.A. Jacqueline. Amazing artist. Wonderful. Super amazing. She'll talk you through the whole process. She makes these things. They're absolutely beautiful. And that's it. That's what we're doing today. It's super simple. It's not complicated. Let's have fun. Let's play some Demogorgon Evolution. Let's go, baby. As you can see, there's nothing up my sleeve. Let's turn up the audio a little bit so you guys can hear what's going on. Make sure my graphics are on ultra. There we go. Turn up the audio a little bit. And let's make sure we're actually on Dead by Daylight. Dead by Daylight. Boom. Let's go. Any questions? Feel free to ask. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. Let's go. And if chat doesn't pick anything, don't worry. I'm more than willing to pick things myself. But this is just an opportunity for you guys to be interactive. If you take a look at your rewards, you'll notice that you can give the Demogorgon an add-on favor or an offering favor. You can give the Demogorgon a friend who he can't kill. Yeah, that's pretty much the Demogorgon offerings I have. Let's go. Let's have fun. Let's have a good time. This is Season 1, Day 1 of Evolution Demogorgon. Let me put that in the title. Season 1, Episode 1. There we go. And I had been thinking about doing this for the longest time, so it's great to have an opportunity to do this. Yeah, I know when you guys look at a guy who has a kill streak of like over 500, you're thinking, man, this dude's sweaty, but at heart, I'm just a friendly killer main anyway. So this isn't going to bother me at all. We're Brother Love. We need to change our name to Brother Love TTV Live. So I'll do that real quick. It won't show up this game, but it'll show up in the rest of them. And let's go. Let's have a good time. Yep, this was the big reveal. This is the thing that I've been waiting to do for the longest time. We're going to have a good day. Let's sing our theme song. Just waking up in the morning, gotta thank God. I don't know, but the day seems kind of odd. No barking from the dog, no fog, and Mama cooked the breakfast with no Claudette. I can't believe today was a good day. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Praise the Lord. And as part of my stream, I always like to tell a dad joke that I got for Christmas. So let's tell a dad joke. What did the pirate say on his 80th birthday? Hey, matey. Have no idea why that's funny. Why is that funny? Oh, because it sounds like I'm 80. I'm 80. Got it. Got it. Oh, man, that is clever. People are so clever. Oh, goodness gracious. That's complicated. That's a little too complicated for Brother Love. This is game number 1 of our evolution. Let's see how many survivors live. If all 4 survivors live, which I'm hoping they will, because I'm not going to kill them, then we can evolve a perk. Let's go, baby. Pokemon. Gotta catch 'em all. Strength is my point of view. And remember, we're not allowed to use portals for 100 games-ish. Okay. Hey, what's up? How you doing? This girl doesn't want to chat. She doesn't want to talk. Come here, sweetheart. Put your sweet lips a little closer to the phone. That's what I'm talking about, baby. Now, I am going to be one-hooking survivors so they can get altruism points. I'm doing them a favor by one-hooking. This isn't doing me any favors at all. So we need number 1, 2, 3. That's who we're looking for. Survivors 1, 2, 3. I know I saw a thing over here. Scratch marks on the back. And there goes Felix. Hey Felix, what up, homie? My name is Alexander Hamilton, and I'm not gonna throw away my shot. Let's go, baby. Okay, we need number 2 and 3. 2 and 3. Again, this hurts us to hook survivors because they could die on first hook. You never know. But we're doing this as a favor to the other survivors who might want to up-pip this game. So this is actually a kindness to the survivors we're doing. Again, I'm actually majority a friendly killer. Hey, good looking. What you got cooking? How about cooking something up for me? Come on, Fing, why you gotta play hard to get, sweetheart? That girl took the windows like this was an esport world champion. Come on, man. Why you gotta be that way? Don't you want to get some chase points, Fing? It's alright. There's a beautiful thingy thing. We still need number 2 and number 3. Number 2 and number 3. I guess I could have put him on the ground. Why are you guys so sneaky? You guys are so sneaky. Things slow down so I can give you a hug. I saw you. You're a quick one. You're a quick one. Okay, we're looking for number 3, and then we're pretty much done with the game at that point. I'll still hit him a couple times, do a victory lap, whatever. We'll have a good time. Everybody have a good lap. Toaster 427, how are you doing? God bless you and your family. I hope you're doing great. I will read your comment in just a second. Let me sweat just long enough to find this last thing, and then I'm all yours, my friend. Then I'm all yours. Let's go. I would like to catch the last thing if I can. I reckon there's a boom totem. Yep, there is. These filthy muggles That's what we like to call the non-magic folk. And they're boons. So when I play killer, I typically try as hard as I possibly can and to achieve whatever I'm doing, and then I read chat afterwards. There you are. Nope, you're the witch. I don't want the witch. I want the thing. Man, how are you so good you picked her up? There you are. You are so good. You are so sneaky. But your outfit is horrific. Bruh. Who picks out your clothes? Does clicking that flashlight at people ever work? And they put a boon down immediately, so I lose her. Yeah. What can you do? What can you do for a Klondike bar? I know what I would do for a Klondike bar. Oh my gosh, you're sweating so hard, man. Just slow down for a second. Bruh. This isn't the end of the world, sweetheart. It's just one hook. You know, what's one hook between friends? It's one tiny little hook between acquaintances. Gotcha, baby. How you like them? Oh. Well, we accomplished our goal. We one-hooked everybody. Yeah, let's just go around and get points. I can talk now. The sweaty part of the match is over. So, Toaster427, hey man, just stopping in to say hi. Sorry for posting you on Reddit. I was the one who made the thread and had no idea it would blow up like that. You play some sweaty DBD, but you seem like a good person. Well, thank you so much for saying it. Yeah, during this streak, not gonna lie. And I answered your question, incidentally. You asked a question, and I answered it this morning. I played the sweatiest, most try-hard esports killer I could possibly ever play. Just unhook her. My gosh, don't be a coward. I tried to win every single game on stream, and I still almost got beat at least 25 times during the streak. Yeah, true story. But no, I appreciate it. You didn't do me any harm at all. You did me a tremendous favor, and I thank you. Like, honestly, from the bottom of my heart. Thank you so much. Yeah, I'm very grateful. I'm very, very grateful. Thank you so much. And I hope I don't let you down. I mean, but I am a friendly killer man, mostly. Like I said, I let 15,000 survivors go last year. I did the Let Survivors Live challenge. Nobody cared. I posted it on both the DBD Reddit and on the official DBD forum. People just don't care that you're a friendly killer and you let people go. So I asked myself, what could I do to get the attention of the DBD community in any meaningful way? And one thing they like is, you know, sweaty tryhards. So I sweated my little self to death. I'm being completely upfront and honest with you. I did my very best. I gave 100% every single game. The team that beat me was far superior to me in every which way possible, and they deserved that victory. Because I tried to beat them. Straight up. And in fact, earlier that day I had faced a comp team, and I faced comp teams before. I played in a tournament. I came in second place using a meme build. So I do have some tournament experience. I had faced a comp team earlier that day on my worst map. It's called the Rancid Abattoir. It's a cold wind map. It's the map that I've always lost every streak on, and I'm incredibly proud of that game because I actually won against a top 1% team in that game. And that team was honorable. They were awesome, and they were very great in in-game chat. So I hope that answered your question. I'm nothing but grateful to you, honestly, nothing but grateful. The Corrects, first time chat at Brother Low. I watched your last stream and I was incredibly impressed with your play. Awesome job with the streak. Looking forward to what's next. Well, here we are. This is what's next. If all 4 of these survivors live, you guys get to pick a perk. For the first time ever, I'm going to use the creator dashboard. And, well, I made a mistake there. Let me open it up in a different thing. I'm going to use the creator dashboard and let you guys pick my perk. The first 5 numbers that chat calls out, I will add to a poll, and you can pick. And we will add our first perk to our first evolution. Yeah, this is it. This is the big perk right here. This is something I've been brainstorming for months to make it interactive with chat and let people have fun, right? So I'm just looking for the polls, quick action polls. There's the clip, there's the chat, watch party, manage goals, manage predictions, and manage your poll. Yep, I found it. It's right here. It looks like a weird edit quick actions. There we go. Yeah, I want to do a poll. So all 4 people lived. That's fantastic. That's our very first game. 4 survivors lived. So I'm gonna make a little mark on my notebook so I know that we got our first evolution. Let's say GG's to everybody. GG. And let me check out this poll situation. And boom! Beautiful. Alright, so we're gonna create a new poll. Oh, look at these ranks. Good team. Good team. Yeah, we still got plenty of points. Listen, guys, I actually don't need blood points. It only took me 7 days after the new hero release to have every perk on every killer and every perk on the one survivor I actually play. So we're playing with house money here. We don't actually need any perks or any blood points. So let's just have a good time. Moving on, I'm going to create a poll and I'm going to show you guys what you can choose from. Here it is. Every perk right here you guys can choose from. Let me zoom in a little bit so you can see. So the first 5 numbers that pop up in chat, I'm going to add to the poll. So go crazy. The first 5 numbers that pop up in chat, I'm going to add to the poll. And whatever you guys pick in the poll, that's going to be our very first perk. We're evolving as Demogorgon. That's what we're doing. I don't see anything in chat, so 2, 13. Gotcha. I was about to add numbers myself. Okay, 2, 13. Do we have anything else? No. 2 and 13. Well, I'm completely fine with that. 2 and 13. Let's go. Which perk will we evolve? And starting poll now. It's a 1-minute poll. 1-minute poll, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go. We are evolving as Demogorgon. We need to play 100 games where 4 people escape before we can even learn to use portals. 100 games. Let's go. If that's a challenge, it sure is. It sure is. Well, people always accuse me of tunneling, so for the first 100 games, we ain't going to have to hear none of that, are we? Because we're not going to be making no tunnels. Oh, yeah. It's nice and exciting. It's nice and exciting. Let's go. Alright, the poll's about to end. We're going to view the results and see what our first perk is going to be. 13! 13! Beautiful. 100% of the votes for perk number 13. Thank you for doing that, guys. You make all the difference in the world, and I'm super appreciative. So here we go, Shadowborn, if Brother Love could learn how to type. You know the funny thing about my keyboard is it likes to do double zeros for some reason. Isn't that weird? That's so weird. Yeah, let's put it right there. And let's go back to DBD. Thank you so much for that, guys. We have evolved. Yay! Shadowborn. I love it. I love it. What a great perk. What an absolute chat of a choice we got there. Let's go. Game number 2, baby. Rock and roll. Rock and roll. We have to win the next game in order to evolve again. We one hook everybody. We try and get as many points as we can while everybody has fun. And we see if we can evolve. So far, so good. My brand new keyboard was doing the double T's for like 3 months. Then it just stopped and now it works like for 7 years. Yeah, I got you. I got you. This thing, it's a beautiful keyboard though. I have no problems with it. I don't care. Listen, I'm not good at the spelling anyways. So it doesn't hurt my feelings too much to, you know, to have that kind of thing happen. Let me go check on my daughter real quick who's taking care of the rabbits because she's actually got to start schoolwork while I'm doing this. I'm a homeschool parent, so let me go see what she's doing. She's being a good girl. She had to fill up the rabbit food, and the rabbit water bottles are frozen, so she needs to give them some brand new water bottles. Oh, let's go, man. Let's go. Yeah, I'm ready. I'm feeling froggy with our brand new perk, Shadowborn. And remember, you have to try and use the perk. Well, the great thing about Shadowborn is it's easy to use. What a beautiful pick by chat. I'm very appreciative. Uh-oh. Crotus Prin, yikes. That is a survivor-sided map if I've ever seen one. No portals, survivor-sided map. Let's go. Ots Keck. That's a great looking emote. Oh, there was a lot of comments in the Reddit thread last night about Ots this and Ots that. Listen, I have nothing but the utmost respect for Ots. Ots is a better killer on almost every single killer than I will ever hope to be. In fact, the reason I don't do the Ots Starver challenge is because there's 5 killers I despise and I just won't play. So they kept saying, well, when Ots did his challenge, he didn't use add-ons. Well, for 350 games in this challenge, I didn't use any add-ons. But I still don't compare myself to like the Mozart of Dead by Daylight. I'm good at one hero in this game. One hero. That's it. Just Demogorgon. I love Demogorgon. He's delightful. And he's the first legacy killer that we've ever gotten. So, yeah. But I don't compare myself with Ots because Ots is amazing. And I'm happy just being Brother Love. Let's go, baby. Why demo except for the amazing design? So I started off as a Wraith main. I got bullied, so I quit Wraith. Started off as a Myers main. Got bullied, so I quit Myers. Did Trapper, got bullied, so I quit Trapper. Then I found a killer they couldn't bully. His name was Bubba. I played him for 6 months. But this is the bad thing about Bubba that nobody tells you. People are going to tell you to get cancer and die in in-game chat when you play Bubba, even if you're just memeing around and having fun. And after 6 months of being told that they hoped I died and my family died, I got very discouraged and tired of it playing Bubba, as you might imagine. So I said, I need to find another killer. So as I was doing a Let Survivors Live challenge, I was trying out different killers, and even though at first I hated Demogorgon, now I've completely fallen in love with him. And within 40 days of playing Demogorgon, I went from 0 shred downs to the most shred downs. Get dead hard, bro. Get dead hard. Good stuff. I like the way you think. We need number 1, 2, 3. Number 1, 2, 3. And the reason I like Demogorgon isn't going to be the reason that Bronx and Scott Junn and MSA Matai like Demogorgon. I like Demogorgon because I'm a lazy killer man. I want to be as lazy and low effort as humanly possible, but I enjoy chasing survivors. Demogorgon's the perfect killer if you like the chase, if you like mind games, if you like loops, but want to be lazy at the same time. That's the God's honest truth. Guy DCs, what can I do? I only can have 3 survivors survive this match. It's not my problem. This is why it's called a challenge. You expect this kind of thing to happen. Dude got angry, he missed a dead hard. Feels bad, man. I don't know what to tell you. Such is the life of Dead by Daylight. It happens to all of us. Well, it doesn't happen to me because I've actually never used dead hard except in the challenge it made me use it. I think there was one challenge you had to use dead hard, and that was the one time I used it. Bruh, this guy is an amazing looper, or I'm just completely blind. Probably I'm completely blind. And remember, I'm not one-hooking them to kill them. I'm one-hooking them so people can up-hit. I'm trying to do these guys a solid, you know? Some people actually care about up-hitting in this game. And I want to help them. Okay, let's actually try hard to get this guy down this time, okay? Let's give 100% and see if we can do it. I really like the POV change that Shadowborn gives, by the way. Monitor and Abuse and Shadowborn combination is actually one of my favorite things. Because you get to keep this POV, it doesn't do the wobble that Monitor and Abuse does to the screen. And you get extra field of vision, so it's just like a win-win. It's a very good combination. For me. Good dead hard, bro. Good dead hard, bro. Good stuff. Skidoo. Look at our friendly little... We had the most friendly ornaments, don't we? Good. See, we got David the gnome right here. Look around you. There were many things to see that some would say could never be. These things I know. It's true and I will tell you so. I love David the Gnome. When I was a kid, that was my favorite cartoon. My absolute favorite. Well, these guys like to hide. And the reason I chose to end my streak yesterday is because behavior changed MMR for one day. It might have only been for half a day. But every single match I had that half a day was against the craziest, broken, awesome survivors I've ever faced in DBD. So, I was like, now is going to be the best time to do this until I lose. It's nice to face good competition. I accidentally M1 there. I'm ashamed of myself. We still need number 1 and 2 if we can catch them. Good movement by her. That tricks most survivors. What just happened? Bruh! She entered the Matrix. She bullet timed me. I don't know if that was lag or what that was. That was crazy, man. Dude. She's like not even looking around. Okay, we need to find number one if we can. Put you on this hook right here. Yep, they've almost finished the game. They're doing fantastic, which you would expect considering where my ELO's at right now. I would anticipate getting beat very quickly for many, many games in the future. They're definitely not taking it easy on me, I'll tell you that much. Friendly box, what? What's it called? Something, it's the lament configuration, but there's another word for it. The guy who invented it. His name wasn't lament, it was like Sean or something like that. I can't quite remember. It was something interesting. I hear somebody. But where's the girl that saved you? That's the one I'm looking for. I'm looking for number one. Don't too much care about her. The friendly box. I'm actually thinking about putting bright lights on all of my things just to help me see. And that's one of the bad things about getting older. Your reaction time gets worse, and you just don't see as well as you used to. Pure good luck right there. I mean, that wasn't skill, that was 100% me being lucky. Still looking for number one. She's a sneaky one. Come on, ladies, don't hide. Listen, I don't have to catch you. I'm trying to do you a favor. If they want to hide super hard, I'll just stand at the door. I'm not even joking. I don't have it in me to try that hard. Yeah, that's number one. See if we can find her. Hello, darling. It's nice to see you. It's been a long time. You're just as lovely as you used to be. There you go. Nice and comfy. Mission accomplished. We got, well, it's not over yet, but we pretty much got 3 out of the 4 survivors alive. So we'll have to play another game before we can evolve again. We'll see what happens. I don't want to write anything down, take anything for granted, because I've seen survivors do weird things. Sometimes survivors will win the game and they'll just let in-game collapse kill them anyway. It's a weird flex, but they do it. Sky Play says, I'm a baby killer. And, oh wait, I think you said something else before that. That's why I like Spirit. She's really simple to use. Just slap and walk fast, but you can still do it even with no add-ons. Yep. Friendly box. I'm a baby killer, and yesterday I had a match as Trapper versus 3 brand new parties. Woo! I bet that was a quick match. 1 flashlight, 3 gems pop before I even saw anyone. In the first month I played DBD as Bubba, I had a game in at 3 minutes and 59 seconds. 3 minutes and 59 seconds. I saw 1 person by the end of the game as they were leaving the exit gate. This was 2 years ago, but I got absolutely slammed. Absolutely ram jammed. Yeah, I feel your pain. I feel your pain 100%. Or Excel thingy is very bright. Yes, it is. That's one of the things I'm considering adding to the. So 3 people survived. Awesome. Awesome. I'm gonna write that down right here. 3. So we need a remainder of 1. GG's. Good game, ladies and gentlemen. Good game. Let's go. Woof. Good team. Yeah, this guy, he dead-hearted and then DC'd. How dare you touch me with your filthy paws? That's what he said to me. It made me feel very sad. That's what. Still working on game number 2 of the evolution, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go. Still working on game number 2 of the evolution. We need 1 more survivor. It's one of the ornaments that you can see the survivors in the dark. Yeah, it's super nice. Let's go. Let's have a good day. Yeah, I'm thinking about it. I'm thinking about changing it up. I really like the unicorn. I really like the David the Gnome. You guys remember we could go around and kick at the gnomes? That was fun. The Lamont, or whatever, Lament configuration, Lamont, like Sanford is son. Lamont! Lamont, come here, you big dummy. That's what Red Fox would say to him every day. The Lament configuration. That's probably the one that I would change. I can remember the first time I saw Hellraiser. I think I was like 12 or 13. It was a life-changing experience. It blew my little mind into smithereens. I couldn't believe they could make a movie such as that. Of course, what did I know? I was also scared by Children of the Corn when I was that age, so, which I find completely hilarious to watch nowadays as an adult. Let's go. Let's go. So I'm not calling this game number 3 because we didn't achieve game number 2 yet. I have to get 4 escapes to count the game. So we need 1 escape from this game, and then we can officially move on to game number 3. We have to play 100 games without using our portals. And if they boot the snoot, I gotta walk away. And if they hold completely still, which no survivor has done yet because these are all red rank survivors, our MMR is super high right now. They're probably not going to stand still. I'm just saying. They're probably not going to look at me and then stand still. But we'll see. Can you show the prestige hands? I've never seen demo prestige. Sure. Yeah, let's just wait till the end of this game and I'll be more than happy.
I love
you. Thank you so much for the follow. God bless you, and I hope you and your family have a blessed day and happy lives. I hope everything goes your way, and might I compliment you on your absolutely beautiful decision-making process. You are a delight. Thank you so much. Welcome in. Let's go. Let's go. I probably mispronounced something in there somewhere. My apologies. If I had to guess, I would say I probably didn't, hit every syllable perfectly, but what's the Demogorgon gonna do? I haven't even been taught to read. Didn't even make it through kindergarten. This dude's a wizard. He's a wizard. Disappeared. Excuse me, madam. Did you happen to see a guy come this way? Hello, lady. Shit, boy. Let's go. Let's go. Give me the business. One of the most satisfying things to do as Demogorgon is to just hold your M2 and watch what survivors are going to do. They are so cute when they're trying to avoid the hit. There he is. There's my star. There's my little man. Come on. Give me the business. Oh, give me the business. You already used your dead hard. What you got left? What you got left? What you got left? Oh, I got you. And I do love you. God bless you. Thank you so much for the follow. Bingo Bogus 517. Yeah. Might I say you are a person of exquisite discernment. And I hope you and your family are blessed, and I hope you have an absolutely wonderful day. Yeah. Thank you so much for the follow. First time chatter says, did you actually lower your MMR during your streak like you claimed in your about section? Yes, I did. 100%. But even if you lower your MMR, I'm going to tell you a secret that I learned after playing 3,000 or 4,000 games since SBMM came out. It doesn't matter if you just started DBD or if you have 3,000 hours in DBD. You have a 15% chance every single game of finding a team and fighting them who can beat you in 10 minutes or less. 15% chance every single time you queue up. So there were about 25 teams I faced throughout the streak who almost beat me. They were fantastic. And on the last day, they changed the MMR, so every single team I faced was of exquisite quality. But I was always upfront about that. I put it in my About Me section, and I hope that doesn't let anybody down, but that's just the God's honest truth. Off stream, I played Friendly Killer about 30 games a day. So in order to make 48 days of content, I pulled some like 1,200 hours. Good moon of fire. She tricked me 100%. Yeah, and that's the truth. But still, live in a row on Twitch, in front of everybody, I did do 551 4Ks in a row, which is what I said in every single title. I even made a video about it on YouTube called The Truth About the Streak. I published that video in December. Because I didn't want to miss anything. But I have every Demogorgon record there is. I'm on speedrun.com. I was the fastest solo queue escape survivor for 36 hours. The very first one, in fact. And I'm the second fastest 4K in DBD history on Demogorgon. I think I need to hook number 2 and 4 to complete my collection. This is a good time. We're having a good time. We're having a good time. But again, I hope I didn't disappoint anybody but I tried to say it up front. Every viewer I have knows that. And I put it in the disclaimer. I mean, really, honestly, try not to lie to anybody. I mean, straight up. And to be honest with you, I just had my friends watching me anyway. I only have like 3 viewers max. You know what I'm saying? You know how it is. You know how the grind is. I respect anybody who grinds Twitch and tries to be a streamer, because it's hard. And I respect everybody that makes it and everybody who does it. Good job. You got it. You got it. But I hope that answers your question. Just trying to be transparent. Let's see. We're looking for number... Have you seen number 2? I'm looking for number 2. I'm number 1. You seen that view? I like gold. Where is this girl? Bruh, she is. Ugh, this generator split is so ugly. I'm gonna go across the map. She's likely on the other side anyway. Let's see if I miss anything by anybody. Don't worry about my name. You can always give me another name. I'll use it. I try to be respectful of people. You know, people have hard lives and they want to be called certain things. And I don't want to make anybody's life harder. Try to respect everybody. I'll get to your comments in a second. Just a second. I'm trying to sweat just a little bit. I want to get this last hook. And let them go. See, we're doing them a favor by one hooking. It gives them enough points to pip. There we go. And we're done. So if all of these survivors escape, we'll do another poll, and you guys can pick my next bird. You do like the booms, don't you, sweetheart? She does like the booms. So now that we got it, I'll re-chat. It's an aggressive locker opening, isn't it, though? I actually jumped. Thank you for answering. You should lower your game sound, okay? It's a bit difficult to hear you. Sorry about that. I will do that. And thank you for letting me know. I had no idea, honestly. Let me know if this is good enough. But with the demo streams, yeah, I wish I could do something about that. Subscription? What? Thank you so much. Bingo Bongo 517 just subscribed with a tier 1. God bless you and your family. You are a person of amazing qualities. If you want me to remove a perk, just ask, and I will remove it. We allow roadblocks in this challenge, so if you want to remove my one perk, just tell me and I'll take it right off. And I'll let you guys choose another perk. Thank you so much. I'm pretty sure that I recall playing against you one time as Survivor and played Demo Dog, and you snuffed us out on Midwich. Midwich is a sick Demogorgon map. It is disgusting. If you put a portal on all four corners, if you put a portal on all four corners of the map, you're faster than all the survivors. It's really hard for them to beat you at that point. Demogorgon's strongest map is actually Raccoon City Police Department, which I've never lost. Ever lost on Demogorgon. And I do love you. God bless you. Sky Plays, thank you so much for the subscription. Might I say how absolutely wonderful you are. God bless you and your family, and may the Lord bless and protect you. If you want me to remove a perk, just ask. If you want me to add a perk, just ask. I mean, who am I to say? But thank you so much. It makes a huge difference. It really does. And in fact, just talking in chat makes a huge difference, ladies and gentlemen. I greatly appreciate that. Yeah, you're a good survivor. Go be free, my little one. Go be free. I don't need blood points, so. I don't need blood points. I paid for the prestige demo hands. Okay. Yeah, that's fair enough. Fair enough. I'll be more than happy to put on the prestige skin for you. I like all the Demogorgon skins, and I used to only run on Geomutation about 4 months ago, but it got a nickname, and then every time I'd watch their VODs, they'd use the nickname when they played against me, so I was like, ugh, I can't stand that nickname for the skin, so I started playing this skin instead. Yeah. I know, it's a silly reason, but I'm a silly person. That is our second group of 4 who survived. Awesome. So we get to level up one more time. Beautiful, fantastic, magnificent. Give them the GG. Good team, good game. Hope you guys all had fun. Look, we still got second in points. Just playing and having fun, right? That's what Dead by Daylight's supposed to be. You're supposed to be able to play this party game and have fun. Let me be completely honest. I wish they hadn't added SBMM to the game. I don't understand it. I'm not smart enough to comprehend why they did that. But, moving right along, I'm going to change my skin to Prestige Skin, and we'll do another poll. I'm going to let you guys pick out what perk we evolve to. Okay. So first let's do this. Where's our P3 skin at? There we go. This, you know, I'm not going to cast aspersions in his direction, but this demo has had some hard times. He's been through some stuff, okay? He's seen some things. Let's go to our special screen real quick, and I will let you guys pick out another perk. So, our very first evolution was Shadowborn. This is us right here. We're evolving. We're not allowed to use portals yet. We have a couple of restrictions. The first 5 numbers that appear in chat, I'm going to make a poll, and you guys can pick my next perk. Okay? So, go ahead. Next 5 numbers I see, I'm going to put in the poll. We're on this list right here. This list right here. So whatever you want to see. I'm going to give you guys a couple seconds to throw it up on screen. 17. Excellent choice. Let me go ahead and start making the poll now. Let's see, I see a 17. I see an 11 and an 8. Beautiful, beautiful, fantastic. Thank you so much. Number 5, Johnny 5 is alive, baby. Amen. Let's go. One more. We need one more. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and here comes the poll. Which perk? Here you go, ladies and gentlemen. The poll will last for 1 minute. Give me something good. Give me something fantastic. Something. What's your favorite perk on this list? There's got to be somebody in chat that has a favorite perk on this list. Hit me up. I will do my very best to use it to the best of my ability. I promise. I have no idea what's going to win. Monster Shrine? Woo! That would be rough, wouldn't it? It's been my experience when you hook a survivor in the basement, they tend to DC a lot. Let me just say that. They tend to DC a lot. Let's see what's going to happen here. Let me read chat real quick. I'm picking it at random, not reading. Hey, that's completely fine. That's completely fine. When I play Survivor, I have a lot of fun with it, but as killer, I struggle. Are there any tips you can offer to feeling positive during a match? If you never want to get bullied as a killer, ever, I'm going to tell you the secret perks to use. Bamboozle, Barbecue and Chili, Lightborn, Mad Grit. There's not a team alive in Dead by Daylight who can bully you if you use those 4 perks. I got bullied for the first year I played Dead by Daylight. At least every day it happened. At least every day. And it finally dawned on me what perks to use. Again, Bamboozle, Barbecue and Chili, Lightborn, Mad Grit. It will solve all your problems. You'll have fun. You'll get lots of points at the end of the game. And even if they live, everybody's happy. Okay, let's see what the results of the poll were real quick. View the results. View the results. Let's see. Hey, all the votes for number 5. Let's go, Furtive Chase. Such an excellent choice, ladies and gentlemen. Such an excellent decision. Let me go back to Dead by Daylight. And we will whip that perk right on. Furtive Chase. Let's go. Now I have to show off my awesome spelling skills. EFGHI. Page 2, huh? There we go. Furtive Chase. You become obsessed with one survivor. You lurk in the shadows, eliminating your victims one by one. Wait, where did it go? Right here. And when your obsession is hooked, Furtive Chase receives a token, up to a maximum of 4. Each token decreases your terror radius by 4 meters while you're in chase. Oh, the rescuer becomes the obsession. That's nice. That means if we're lucky, we can get 4 tokens in this game. I'm going to try my very best to get 4 tokens in this game. Thank you so much for participating in the poll. I greatly appreciate it. And let me read chat before we'll go ahead and ready up. Let's see. If you get into a loop where you really struggle, go elsewhere. You don't get stressed that you can't catch someone this way. Gotcha. You should still practice, but it's okay to let go. Dark Devotion. I got to go see the chiropractor now. Well, God bless you. I hope everything goes well. Furtive Chase is great with M and A, Monitor and Abuse, and Nemesis. Awesome. And Wish Monster Shrine was a little bit better. It's not good, even if you can get hooks in. Dynamite 007, God bless you. You are a person of extremely good taste. I hope you and your family are well, and I hope the day goes your way. I really do. Thank you so much for the follow. Yeah, Monster Shrine, tell you a funny story. I killed Otofu the first time using Monster Shrine. I had Agitation, Iron Grass, Lightborn, and Monster Shrine. Probably. Instead of Lightborn, I might have actually had Mag Grit. It's been a year, so I don't remember precisely. But yeah, that was the first time I killed Otofu. He was an excellent runner. He was fantastic. In fact, I didn't kill him by the hook. In-game collapse ended up killing him. What's up, my lovely daughter? You bringing your stuff in here, sweetie?
Yeah. The rabbits all needed food, all needed water, all needed hay, and on top of that, all the water bottles were frozen soft.
Yeah, it'd be like that when it's cold, sweetheart. It's hard to be a farmer, but hey, that's why you get to pick out your own rabbit.
I pick out Peanut.
Peanut. That's an excellent choice, my daughter. Peanut has a caramel color cloud shape on him. He's a white bunny. He was the runt of the litter. So I actually had to move him from one bunny mom to the other bunny mom.
It was a transfer bunny.
It was.
Now it got really big when it was a baby. It's still a little small. It's like a little smaller than its brother and sister, or brothers or sisters. But it's much bigger. Yeah,
Peanut's delightful. I love Peanut.
One mom had Peanut, and she had a bunch of babies, and the other had 2. So we're like, let's give the runt to this one and see how it goes.
Yep, that was a brilliant decision. That was wonderful. So she's about to start her homeschooling now. You also had Bubba as well. Oh yeah, I was a Bubba main for 6 months, but I got tired of toxic in-game chat. Even if I played nice, which I did a lot of times, people would say the meanest things to me. Dead Dog Saloon, yeah baby, let's go. I'm sure Peanut is great in Abyss. We actually do cook the rabbits, just so you know. We raise rabbits for food. But we love them, and they have the most wonderful bunny lives you could ever have. They have 100 wonderful days and 1 bad day. That's it.
They have the beautiful sky, and then the bad days. What?
Yeah, well, we don't talk about that. We don't talk about the shoe steam. And she just so happens to be our obsession too. This is perfect. This is perfection. We couldn't have scripted this any better. The good news for me is Dead Dog Saloon is actually my favorite map in Dead by Daylight. We're sheriff around these here parts. You gonna eat them French fried taters? That's what you say to a girl on the first date. And take that advice from me. I'm a married man, happily married, 11 years, 12 years, something like that. Feels like forever. Of course I did. Daddy's a character, sweetheart. Daddy's a character. What we got here is failure to communicate. And I don't like it any more than you can do. So you get what we had last week. Bruh. And it didn't give me the hit either. Yeah, you got me, baby. You got me, baby. Cool Hand Luke, one of the greatest movies ever. I don't want it. I want the witch. Burn the witch! Burn the witch!
Alright, Dad. I said you.
Okay, take a look at the schedule. It's somewhere around here. Hey, I can't believe I didn't get in Wonder. Well, I can believe it. This is Dead by Daylight. Like, killers don't get a break. And I played thousands of games, so getting ran by a survivor with no perks really doesn't bother me at all. Let me be completely honest with you guys. This is just a game. I just play it to have fun. And it's the fact. Alrighty. I believe we need number 2 and 3 now to complete our collection. Number 2 and 3. There's a Sabo queen right there. Yeah, nah. Don't think so. Don't think so. Homie, don't play that. You want me to degrade myself for your amusement? Homie, don't play that. You guys remember that? Nah, I'm old. That's from Mad TV. For those of you who don't know, I used to love Homie the Clown. Okay, so we're looking for Jeff, a man of infinite jest and prose. Oh, Jeff, you touched my things. You touched my stuff. You know how I feel about survivors touching my stuff? I'm not a big fan. Gonna be honest. Not a big fan. Ah! In your face, Jeff. Live and in living color. Embarrassing. That dead hard. Ugh. We still need number 3. Not Shayna. That's who we need. We need number 3. I'm laughing, but let me be honest. I'm such a horrible survivor. Yeah. I've got nothing to laugh at. And she got the save. That's beautiful. That's perfect. That's exquisite. That's exactly what I wanted, because we can get all of our stats. You get a line, honey, honey. I'll get a pole, baby, baby. You get a line, I get a pole. We'll go down across that hole, honey, oh baby. Right left, right left, right left. Let's go, baby. Things are going well. Things are going resplendent. Put you on the hook, and I bid you adieu, my lady. I bid you adieu. We did it. We collected them all, ladies and gentlemen. All 4 stacks of Furtive Chase. And might I say, you guys made a very excellent choice picking that. It's such a fun perk. You guys did great. Thank you so much for that. Let's read chat. Partner, paid actors. Why are you so obsessed with her? Jeff Unhook, it's perfect. They literally let you chain perk stacks on them. Yeah, they were very nice. You paid those actors well. They're all paid actors. Listen, at the end of this game, you're all welcome to Craft Services, where we have the finest powdered donuts and the most expensive black coffee one can purchase at Walmart. I thank you. I thank you all.
You can actually purchase a lot.
You actually can. You're absolutely correct. First time chatter. Dynamite! I used to love What's Happening. I used to love JJ. Allah is the one and true God. Repent, and the Almighty may spare you. Well, thank you so much for your concern. I greatly appreciate that. It takes a lot of love for somebody to tell somebody else that they disagree with something, and you're completely entitled to your opinion, and I thank you for that. You want this right here? You gotta pay right here. Come on, you gotta come pay, sweetheart. Oh, you're not gonna pay, you scoundrel! You absolute scoundrel! You see what she did? She took the whiskey. She didn't even pay, bruh. Nah, not in my saloon. Not in my saloon, you don't. Don't nobody get a free ride in my saloon. Let's play the piano a little bit. Put your sweet lips a little closer to the hook. Oh man, how delightful. I love this team. They are beautiful and precious to me in every way imaginable. GG's, ladies and gentlemen. GG's. God bless. Hope you all have a beautiful, wonderful day. I really do. I love this map so much. It makes my heart so happy to play on this map. Alright, let's see what chat says. You said that you don't like some killers. Which ones are those? Nurse Spirit. She paid. You see her? She just paid for a whiskey. Good job. Good for you. Nurse Spirit. Oni. Blight. Those are the killers I will not play under any circumstances. But every other killer I'm actually fairly decent with. I would say almost mediocre. I'm almost mediocre with every other killer. Yeah, definitely. GG's. So all 4 people escaped. We're 1 survivor away from our next break. Good game, ladies and gentlemen. Good game. Absolutely delightful people to meet right here. Absolutely delightful. Commodus. Ooh, that's a good toolbox. Let's go. Let's go. Yeah. Farming killers. Hey, Ortiz, how are you doing, buddy? I didn't even see you in there. God bless you. I hope you're having a good night. Ortiz is a survivor solo queue specialist. He never gets angry. He's everything I want to be in a survivor. So, guys, please make sure you check out Ortiz T10. He's an absolute Chad of a survivor, man. Yeah, he's great. He really is. I wouldn't lie to you guys. You know that. See, the main reason I don't like those 4 killers is because they require this little thing called skill. And I have this problem called I'm lazy. And those 2 things conflict with each other. And they make the big sad happen. You know what I'm saying? They make the big sad. So, I'd rather not. Lovely daughter, who I love with all my heart. What are you doing now?
I'm doing a chapter 8 test, and my heart is pumping.
Alright. Well, don't forget, Mom's spaghetti. You only get 1 shot, but your name's Alexander Hamilton. Everything will be fine. Okay? Do the test, please. I'm going to put your time Shaka, God bless you. I hope you have a beautiful, glorious day. Thank you so much for the follow. You are a person of great discernment and taste. Welcome to the stream. I hope you and your family have a lovely day. Thank you so very much. Let's go. Let's go. Let's have fun. This is Evolution Demogorgon, Season 1, Episode 1. For every 4 survivors who live, I get a new perk that chat chooses, and we're trying to evolve 5 different levels to become the ultimate Chad Demogorgon. Don't know how long it'll take. The journey's the fun part of it, right? We're just doing it for fun. Thank you. First time chatter. How are you doing today? Do you play killer as well? I just faced this team. They were absolutely delightful in every way possible. They let us get all of our stacks if you're to chase. It was a very fun game. Sky Play says, okay, man, thank you for showing me prestige hands and stuff. I'm going to make dinner. See you later. I hope the dinner's delicious. We're having chili today, aren't we, my love? We're having delicious chili.
They must be in a different time zone.
Yeah. Have a good night. Thank you for dropping in and talking. I greatly appreciate you. Shaka says, I'm here because I heard you're insane at demo. Insane is a very good descriptive term for me because I'm that kind of person who can either play completely friendly or completely sweaty. So that's a very apt description. And today we're playing friendly. But, I don't want to brag. You know what I'm saying? I just have every Demogorgon record there is. I mean,
In the world.
This is nothing really. I mean, just out of the millions of people that play this game, I'm number one. But, And having said that, though, this is me being completely honest, I have no skill whatsoever. I use strategy and tactics. If you want to see skill, Scott Jund, Bronx, MSA Matai, Lily, Sana, those are people who are absolutely cracked and skilled at Demogorgon. I use tactics and strategy. I pick the perks that fit my playstyle, and it helps me achieve the things. That's the best way to put it. Let's go. See, you got me talking about myself. That's like one of my favorite subjects. Oh, man. Life is good. I don't know what to tell you guys. Incidentally, if you've never seen the movie Life is Beautiful, I highly recommend it. It's an Italian movie with subtitles. It is a tearjerker, but it's hilarious. It has a great message. One of the best movies ever made in history. Hey, you got me. You did it. Good job. I missed it by that much. By that much. She dropped down, went back around. Alright, let's not make it this hard. Listen, I'm in front of a live studio audience. You know what I'm saying? Try and make me look a little good, okay? Just, she got her little blue glyph thing over here. Help her brother out, man. Help her brother out. Don't be hating. Bad news, Bears. This isn't our obsession. So I refuse to hook her. I will not do it. Nope. I want the obsession. I want Kate. Where are you at, Kate? It's a survivor. This is her. My queen. I've never seen anybody 360 before. That was delightful. Delightful. 6,000 hours, my first ever 360. Let's go. Let's do it, Kate. Yeah, I'm joking. That is true. I do declare, she hath been Kate. That's from the movie The Taming of the Shrew. It has Elizabeth Taylor and Richard Burton. They were married at one point. They are a wonderful couple. Okay, so we gotta wait for somebody to get saved now. So where can we go hide while Kate gets saved? Alright, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna hide right here because I want to catch the person that unhooks her. And it is a Major, is a Mr. Recycled King. Detective! Tap. You hesitated. I don't hesitate. I don't hesitate. Listen, this face is made for pallets. You don't get these natural good looks without taking at least 500 pallets to the face every single day. You know what I'm saying? Bruh. 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 He wasn't even cold yet. The body wasn't even cold. This girl was like, yoink. This one belongs to me. You're a quick one. She must have had lithe or something. One of them good survivor perks. Uh-oh, we got stuck on something. Embarrassing. Embarrassing. Okay, so the only person we're missing is Mrs. Ozva Sophiers. Hopefully she will come unhooked. It's not likely though. We've been very lucky so far. It's not likely. And I don't want this girl to die on hook. Get her. Please. I'm not looking. I'm not looking. No! You hesitated! You hesitated and let him get the save. Why would you do that? Don't you like pipping? Don't you like getting points? Now I gotta hook you now. We're not gonna get 4 stack. Feeling bad, man. Oh, you got me. Right in my weakness. How did you know I was allergic to lockers? Dallas landing. Such exquisite taste on this survivor. You have to be very careful shredding down stairs because sometimes you'll just overshoot them. Especially on maps like RPD. And scene. We're done. We can read chat now. GG's. Going to make dinner. Yeah, chili. I love chili. Good game, ladies and gentlemen. Good game. Let's go. Let's have a good, delightful day of Dead by Daylight. And all 4 of these people escape, which gives us +3, which means we can pick another perk. Yay! Daddy has no idea. But you really, really, really need to do this test fast, okay? Mama said that your work week for school this week is just awful.
I have one thing on that. That's it.
Okay.
Which is another test.
Well, so far you only have one.
I have a science test. And that's pretty
Let's go. Let's go, survivors. Let's move the game right along. Now, there's Mr. Rap-a-tap-tappa. How do you do that? I think I did that once as Survivor, but I don't remember what I held down. It's pretty cool looking. I reckon I'll look for the hatch. Yay! We got the hatch. We have accomplished much in our young demo pup life. We have accomplished much. Let's go. Yeah, good game, ladies and gentlemen. I wish I could have got that 4 stack, but hey, it is what it is. She had the chance to do it, but she chose to let Tap do it instead. Good game, ladies and gentlemen. All right, we are going to pick another perk. So, first couple of numbers that show up in chat, get to pick. You know, 1 through 18, whichever perk you guys decide. And the first 5 numbers I see, I will make into a a new poll, new perk. So show me what you guys got. What do you want to see me do? What perk would you like to see me add next? You guys get to choose. I only get to choose the perk to remove. You guys get to choose the perk to add when we get to 4 perks. So you guys let me know. I'm going to choose for myself in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And the poll is closed. I'm going to pick Beast of Prey. Beast of Prey. That was an easy. That's the kind of polls I like. The ones where I get to choose myself. Those are my favorite. Let's go, baby. Beast of Prey. This says, your lust for a kill is so intense that your connection with the entity is momentarily lost, making you totally unpredictable. It grants the undetectable status effect after gaining Bloodlust 1. The status effect is removed once you lose Bloodlust. So it looks like the way that you use this perk is while you're in a chase, you break off chase and hit some unsuspecting survivor. Or you could just count on gaining 50% more blood points in the hunter category. Well, I'll do my very best. That's all we can ask of ourselves. We will do our very best. Let's go. Let's do it. We're moving on to game number 4. We're on a tear. We're +3 right now, which means we only need 1 survivor to escape the next game, and we'll get our next perk. So let's see what happens. Pretty sure 1 survivor is going to escape. Let me be honest. If I was a betting person, I would definitely bet that a survivor is going to escape. But I like the way that these perks are shaped. I'm going to be completely honest with you guys. And I'm excited because later we're going to stream Diablo 2 for the first time. I've showed hints of it here and there. But there's 2 games I really love to play. I really love Dead by Daylight. And I'm so excited for the latter season of Diablo 2 Resurrected to start that I need to start practicing right now for my build. I'm very out of practice with Diablo. Well, let's go. Let's do it, ladies and gentlemen. Let's do it. Let's have a fun day. We have a Nancy, a Cloud. Oh, an Ashe. The most rare of all survivors to find in a match. I am an Ashe main myself. I got the world record on Ashe. Yeah, he is delightful. Hey, call that math done. Do some math, my child. Do some math. I love you. My daughter's so adorable. When I want her to interact with chat, she doesn't want to interact with chat. When I don't want her to interact with chat, she wants to interact with chat. So from now on, I'm going to pretend like the opposite. It's called Squid Pro Row.
Well, now I know what your plan is.
I'm going to change my plan, but I'm not going to tell you how I changed it. Double whammy.
I have a plan already. May the best man win.
Well, you know. We'll see how that goes. Let's go, baby. Let's go. I haven't sang a song today. Oh, I feel so terrible about that. There are some traditional songs we sing in this stream, so I'm going to sing a song while we play this game. Here we go. It's such a good feeling to know you're alive. It's such a happy feeling you're growing inside. And when you wake up ready to say, I think I'll make a snappy new day. It's such a good feeling, a very good feeling. The feeling you know you're alive. It's such a good feeling to know you're in tune. It's such a happy feeling to find you're in bloom. And when you wake up ready to say, I think I'll make a snappy new day. It's such a good Feeling a very good feeling. The feeling you know that we're friends. And I'll be back when the day is new. I'll have more Demogorgon content for you. And you'll have things you want to talk about. And I will too. Good job. Good job, Mr. Puppet. Obey your master. 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 There you go. Alright, this is the part where we're really sneaky. And we're waiting for somebody to save Ash. Yeah, that's... And we gotta remember, Beast of Prey gives me undetectable. I'm gonna try. I can't make any promises. Claude. Claudie dot in, everybody. Permission to recover. I did not have time to M2 there. This is my M2. There are many like it, but this one is mine. Come on, Claude, don't be that way, baby. Don't play hard to get. She wants a demo with the slow claw. She wants a killer with the easy touch. And I could tell she'd never been hooked this way before. Man, I love Dead by Daylight. This game sparks your joy. This game makes me happy. Woo! Guys, you're doing generators so fast, you're beginning to make me think you don't want to be in this game. You know, if you rush gens, you're not going to pip, right? I hope you guys know that. I want you to pip. There's a witch! There's a witch! I heard the witchcraft as it was made. Oh, my name is Alexander Hamilton. I am not gonna throw away my shot. That's what I'm talking about, baby. DBD loves me. Okay, now we just need the Nance. The Nance. Where you at, Nance? I'm gonna hide right here. Hopefully we can catch Nancy being sneaky. That would make my little heart full of joy and delight. No! Ash? That's a feels bad, man. That's a feels bad, man. Well, we've had one game where we got super lucky. Here's Nancy right here. You have to take what the game gives you, ladies and gentlemen. Sometimes it's Yahtzee and sometimes it's Snake Eyes. You know what I'm saying? Thus is life. That's what I'm talking about. And scene. We're done. Good job. Good job, ladies. You did it. You made me look decent as a killer. I don't care what you do, Ash. I am not gonna hook you again. Dead-hearted. That was funny. That was a funny little man. See, you don't have to M2 as fast as possible. You can take your time. It's not a rush. Oof. 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 That dead heart. Ugh. Live on TTV. Yikes. Woo. Embarrassing. Embarrassing. Yeah, we're done. GG's, guys. You guys did great. You guys did absolutely fabulous. And we get to pick another perk after the end of this game. Yay! You know what? I haven't used Beast of Prey enough. Gonna make a big decision here. We're gonna chase somebody until we get beast of prey up. If and I can find somebody. Run! Run for your life, Ash. Run for your life. And then I'm gonna try and hit another survivor. Because that's what beast of prey means. We chase them until we get undetectable. Like so. Oh, I wanted that so bad I could taste it. I'm not even joking. I could taste that shred down. I wanted it so bad. We did our part. We did our part. We tried our best. That's all you can do in life. Just do your best. It's good enough. Clyde, you are so sneaky. Claudette be like, I'm gonna wait it. I'm gonna wait at this door. I'm gonna get it. You're gonna get it all right, Clyde. There you go, sweetheart. All you can eat, baby. Let's go. Let's sing another song. I'm in a song singing mood. Yay! We're done. We're done. Beautiful. Magnificent. I have a couple of songs that I really, really love to sing. Kind of like a greatest hits list, if you will. But I'm so old that I keep forgetting the page numbers. When I was a kid, I could tell you like every page number for every hymn. The best advice I can give you guys is don't grow old. That's the best advice I can give you. Oh, here we go. This song is called Mansions Over the Hilltop. I'm satisfied with just a cottage below, a little silver and a little gold. But in that city where the ransom will shine, I want a gold one that's silver lined. I've got a mansion just over the hilltop in that bright land where we'll never grow old. And someday yonder we'll never more wander, but walk on streets that are purest gold. Don't think me poor or deserted or lonely. I'm not discouraged, I'm heaven bound. I'm just a pilgrim in search of a city. I want a mansion, a robe and a crown. I've got a mansion just over the hilltop in that bright land where we'll never grow old. And someday yonder we'll never more wander, but walk on streets that are purest gold. Yeah, GG's. Well played. Beautiful. Delightful. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time to pick another perk. It's time to evolve to our 4th perk slot. If you see a perk you like, you have 1 minute to put the number on the screen from this list right here. And at the end of a minute, I'll make a poll, and you guys can choose. And if nobody picks, I'll pick for you guys. Epic gameplay? No other streamers on? Nah, I wish. I wish, man. But you're super kind, and I thank you for that. You're super kind. We're just having a good time. Listen, at heart, I'm just a friendly killer main. I just like to have a good time and meet with the survivors. This game is supposed to be a casual party game. And, you know me. Call me Slurms McKenzie. I'm gonna party to the end. Slurm, slurm, slurm. You didn't slurm. Good job. Thank you, sweetheart. Nobody put anything in chat, so we'll just go ahead and pick ourselves. Bloodhound. Bloodhound will be our next perk. You see what I did there? You see how much effort I put into that decision? Let's go, baby. I wouldn't say 0.
They're like our cats.
Listen, I had to count 2. It took a lot of effort for me to do that.
Our cat literally lays down while eating. It's like, oh, it's effort.
Listen, it takes a lot of effort to eat as a cat. Don't you understand?
He literally lays down and uses his paw to scoop out the plate.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're working on game number 5 right now. Game number 5. And what I mean by that is we're trying to get 3 survivors to live this game. If 3 survivors live this game, we get to pick another perk, okay? We're evolving. We have to win 50 games in this category. And we have to have used every single perk in the category before we can evolve. This is something new I'm doing. It might get tweaked and adjusted in the future. I'm not allowed to use a portal until we hit evolution number 3, okay? So, just letting you guys know. Let's see what this perk does real quick. Like a hunting scent hound, you smell traces of blood at a great distance. And now we'll never know. I wonder what it did. Fresh blood marks are considerably more discernible than normal and can be tracked for 4 seconds longer than normal. You know what? This is actually a perk I've used before and enjoyed. I'm an old man. My eyesight's not as good as it used to be. And this perk really helps me chase survivors. You'll notice when I'm in chases, I look at the ground way too much. That's what I have to do to play this game. I mean, just being completely honest with you guys. If I look straight ahead, I lose the survivors quite often. But yeah, this is a delightful perk. Let's go. Let's go. I bet all the survivors in the 500 4K streak had fun. Let me think. Did they all have fun? Nah, I don't think they all had fun. I'm gonna be honest. I don't think that they all had fun. But did they have a quick game and then they could move on to the next game?
Yes.
I'd say about 80% of them did, yes. I think 80% of them just had a quick little, 4 or 5 minute game and just moved on with their lives. But probably some of them will remember for the rest of their lives. I mean, let's be honest. When you play against somebody who's trying as hard as I try-harded and sweated as much as I sweated, there's likely to be one person that'll never forget the experience. Oh, this is a really good map for us. Let's go. Let's do it. We're looking for Canteen 27. And I will riot until I find her. Canteen 27. I don't care if the entire game ends till I find this beautiful, lovely individual. Sprintabursto! Let's go. Yeah, look at you with your flashlight. You guys like how I evade flashlights? That's how I do it. The absolute best way to do it is to turn to the right. That's some trade secrets there. Now you hold still. I'm trying to get this. Don't wiggle too much. We're trying to entertain the audience here. Let's go. This is 1 stack of furtive chase. And we're going to attempt our very best to get 3 more stacks this game. In order to do that, I gotta hide a little bit. Pretend that we ain't watching. Let's see what happens. Usually they unhook them like that. You know what I'm saying? Usually they're really quick. Come on. Oh, there we go. There's Claudette. I just seen her. Good job, Clyde. Good job. You are a hero. You are the hero of this story, and I love you for it. If you're just going to run away from the pallet, I'm going to run away from the pallet. 2 can play that game. Squid Pro Road. You know what I'm saying? Squid Pro Road. Let's go, baby. You don't make that. Make sure we can't get blinded. Blinded by the light. Put her here. And cross our fingers that Kate or... I don't remember this dude's name. What's his name? Somebody. We're super hopeful that they get the save. I'm gonna bloodlust her so I become undetectable, and then I'm gonna go straight to the hook. That way we use our other perk. Come on, bloodlust. Come on, yes! That's what I'm talking about. How long does this last? I don't know. Who saved her? I don't know. It was the guy. It was the dude. They call him the dude. He likes to drink White Russians. Hey, dude, what up? He said, no, you're Mr. Lebowski. I'm the dude. You can call me the dude, Duderino. Your duderness. Zig. Zag. Alright. Best case scenario is that we get the Kate to get this save. I have no clue where Kate is right now. There she is. Oh, Kate, don't be that way, baby. Don't be that way, baby. Get the save. Get the save. They can't see me. 100% hiding. Can't see me. Well, how do you like them apples? Dude had deliverance. Feels bad, man. And I do love you. God bless you. Thank you so much for the follow. Frisk Phoenix. Frisk Phoenix, how are you doing? How's it going? Kate, you should have saved him. Because now you must be Kated. Oh, they threw the pallet. Embarrassing. Egg on my face. Embarrassing. Yeah, you are adorable. I'm gonna put you on a hook, and thank you. We did it, guys. We used every single perk that we have. I didn't think we'd do it, but we did it. We did it. I didn't think we'd do it, but indeed we did. We did it. That's from the Pygmalion, or as some others know it as. Do you know the name of that musical? The musical I was just singing. My Fair Lady. My Fair Lady. Absolutely glorious musical. Let's read chat here. What is this build? This is the evolution of Demogorgon. We're in tier 1 evolution. The chat gets to pick most of the build. If 3 people survive this game, I get to remove a perk, and then chat gets to pick another perk to put in. We're evolving towards a very good Demogorgon. What about Noah forgetting to put me on the art? So Noah forgot to put Demogorgon on the art, and he has to struggle against the elements on his own. It's a very sad, it's a tale as old as time. Demo and the flood. Why? But I was just a demo pupper. I was just a pup-a-dup.
It would have evolved in the arc under
Maybe. Listen, don't cast aspersions on my good name.
Hey, he also forgot things.
I'll have you know that I am a demo of the utmost honor. And if you don't believe me, ask Frogdo.
Ask all of them. Ask the owner of the Demogorgon.
This team is froggy. I like it. We can be friends. They like the flashlights. This team, in particular, they are big proponents of the flashy things. GG's. Jonah. Let's go. This has been a really fun stream so far. I've had lots of fun. I've relaxed. It's everything I want in a stream. Play friendly killer, chill. Listen, you'd be a lot cuter if you'd go ahead and finish that math test. You can't do the math. That's why you're talking. Thank you, baby. After we pick the next perk, I'm going to take a very quick bio break. And, yeah, everything's going to... In fact, nah, they haven't escaped yet. We need to see 3 people leave before we don't want to jump to any conclusions. And if you guys have suggestions on how you would like to see the evolution in Demogorgon go, just let me know. It's not the greatest idea ever invented. It could use a little bit of tweaking, you know what I'm saying? And many hands make light work. So if you have a better idea than what I'm currently doing, hit me up with it, and I will definitely give you credit, and I'm willing to make changes. But so far, so good. Let's see what happens. Thank you for the follow, Frisk Phoenix. God bless you and your family. I hope you have a beautiful, delightful day, and I hope everything goes your way. I'm truly appreciative. Thank you so very much. GG's. Hey, look at that. They can all talk. We got 20. We got more points than the survivors. Wow. I love it. I love it. That's delightful. I am delighted, honestly. Yeah, GG's, guys. GG's. Moving on. Let's pick a perk. Let me pull up the screen for you guys real quick. And the first couple of numbers that show up in chat, oh, I'm on Melvor Idol. How embarrassing. The first couple of numbers that show up in chat is what we're going to choose from. So, whatever you guys want, I get to remove a perk, you guys get to pick a perk. If there's something that you like that's on this list right here, just let me know. Otsdarva did a really long video where he went over every single killer perk and he gave them a number. I evened out the columns and put what I thought was some of the best Demogorgon perks like Jolt and Save the Best for Last up here. So there are some slight differences, but he's the man that did all the work. I don't see any numbers, so I'm going to choose. I choose Distressing. I bet you didn't see that coming. I choose Distressing, and I'm going to retire Furtive Chase. So we're going to make this yellow, since it hath been retired. What I might do is I might evolve when we've used all the things. Maybe we don't need 50 games to do this. Maybe I vastly overestimated how many games this would take. So we're going to remove Furtive Chase, and we're going to put on Distressing. Yeah, let's do that. Remove Furtive Chase, put on Distressing. Sounds good. Then I got to take a really quick bio break, but I will be right back. Remove you, and put on Distressing. There we go. Distressing. Your horrifying emanation strikes at a supernaturally long distance. Your terror radius is increased by 26%. So it's the opposite of what we were doing in Furtive Chase. But you gain 100% more blood points for actions in the deviousness category. Hey, sounds poggies to me. Let's go, baby. Let's go. All right, I'm going to take a quick bio break. I will be right back, my lovelies. All right. So you've been doing this for 30 minutes. You really need to finish your math test, okay, baby? I love you. Do your best. Do your best. Okay, I had a great idea. Instead of 50 games, why don't we see how many total games it takes us to complete an evolution? I think that'll be quicker, neater, and it'll make more sense for people. So we've already played 6 games total. This is our 7th game. We need 1 survivor to live this game in order to evolve again. Yeah, I'm going to change that rule. This is the very first time I've ever done this. So we'll change it from 50 to, let's just see how many games it takes to evolve. That sounds much smarter. Let's go. Let's do it. I'm pumped. I'm excited. Oh no, did we lose the streak? We did, Immortal Ops. We, in fact, did. Yesterday, SBMM was changed for the morning for about, they say about 24 hours. I don't know for sure. But let me tell you what happened. I did my 2 warm-up games, and they were against 2 of the greatest teams I've faced in months. And so I knew SBMM had been changed. So since we were fighting teams of such excellent quality, I decided to play until I got beat yesterday. We defeated 19 absolutely amazing teams, including 1 comp team who was on my worst map. And we crushed 19 out of 20, and then I got absolutely stepped on by a team like I was some kind of a joke or something. And we lost fair and square. We got absolutely destroyed in game number 552 of the streak. So, yeah. I mean, it happens. It happens to all of us. You knew the streak was going to end eventually, and yesterday was the perfect day to end the streak on. I got beat by a really great team. No qualms. My name is Alexander Hamilton. I'm not going to throw away my shots. DBD loves me. It gave me that hit. Yeah, we lost fair and square, my brother. We lost fair and square. It's fine. It's completely fine. No streak lasts forever. I need to go around the table. With that advanced mind trick that I just used. These are not the droids you're looking for. Nice dead hard, bro. Nice dead hard. We need number 3 and 4, and then we're done. Survivors. We're just having a good time now. We're using Distressing, Beast of Prey, Shadowborn. Just absolutely delightful perks. And we're trying to evolve from a demo pup into a demo something better. We'll do our best. It was garbage yesterday. Yeah, I was getting destroyed, man. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I faced the best teams I faced in 3 months yesterday. Game after game after game. And we barely, by the skin of our teeth, won some of those games. But the team that beat us, gonna be completely honest, it wasn't even close. They beat us by a country mile. And, hey, that's the way the cookie crumbles, right? We still need to find number 3 and 4. They're probably hiding because of Distressing. Distressing increases your terror radius, so they always think I'm close to them. I always feel like somebody's watching me. Okay, you're around the corner. Gotcha. Hey, that was perfect timing. Perfect timing, Jake. Perfect timing. Bruh, don't be that way. Why are you playing hard to get? Oh my gosh, this is an esports player. Do you know how lazy I am? How little I actually care about this interaction right here? You don't want points? I don't give you points. I don't care. We're looking for Lori now. Listen, it's his up pip. You know what I'm saying? If he doesn't want to up pip, that's his issue. I really cannot be bothered to attempt to try that hard. Let me be honest. These points are precious. I can't just be handing them out like candy, you know what I'm saying? Usually a Lori will have object of obsession, but I've not seen hide nor hair of Lori this entire game. Yeah, I don't feel like running in a circle for a minute. Let me be completely honest with you. Sounds boring. Somebody ran upstairs. It's Lori! We were just talking about you. Hey, Lori? Would you like to get some points? Would you like to get some points, Lori? I'll give you some points. Premature M1-nation. It's embarrassing. Just pretend like you guys didn't see that. Pretend like it was an M2. Oh, what a great M2. Oh, that was fantastic. Such skill. Such athleticism. Yeah, it's Mr. Fancy Pants right here. When I play survivors like this, even when I'm playing Friendly Killer, it makes me desperately want to actually kill them. Not gonna lie. Probably had a dead hard. Because I'm competitive. I mean, I like to win too. You know what I'm saying? You in a dead zone, homie, what you gonna do? Oh, you're gonna go down like a chump. You're gonna go down like a little chump. Okay. Get chumped. Get murdered. Get absolutely stepped on. You're not as good as you think. Bye-bye. You lose, sir. You lose. I always feel like somebody's watching me. That's from Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, by the way. When he tells him, "You lose, sir." They used to make me so angry as a kid. I was like, he didn't do anything wrong. You're being mean, Mr. Wonka. Come with me, and you'll see the world of your imagination. How'd you like them apples? Didn't think I could mind game, huh? I can mind game. I'm just lazy. I can do it. I can do it if I have to. Well, let's go. There's about 50 minutes left in the stream, ladies and gentlemen, and then I'm going to be switching to Diablo 2 Resurrected. I have to practice before the ladder starts. This is a secret technology that I invented. This is the Brother Love Midwich tech. I'm the only Demogorgon I've ever seen do this. Huzzah! Look at us. Yeah, I'm the only killer. I'm on top of the world! Yep, you'll never see this from any other streamer. This is me right here. What are the rules of the evolution challenge? If 4 survivors live, I get to evolve. The chat picks the perk. When we've used every perk in the category, we evolve to the next evolution. Let me show you guys real quick. That way you guys will know what I'm talking about. Boom. See, we are a demo babe right now, and I've changed this rule already. When we've used every single perk, and survivors have lived with us using the perks, we move on to evolution number 2. Same with number 2, same with number 3, same with number 4. Right here, we learn how to use portals. We cannot use portals until we get to this point right here. Right here, the only way we earn these perks is by killing survivors. So we have to actually kill survivors here. And the end goal is to have our top 20 perks picked out and having killed every single survivor using these perks. And then the challenge is completed. I hope that sounds more simple than what it sounded when I said it. We want to become the Zap Brannigan Demogorgon. This was made by S.A. Jacqueline. She's an amazing artist. She'll be more than happy to take your business. So that's pretty much the rule. We're trying to evolve. Again, if 3 survivors live this match, we get to evolve again. There's roadblocks. So if you guys don't like evolution, you can 250 bits or a subscription, and you can remove a perk back to the pool. I have to earn that perk again. I got that idea from Mr. Llama. He likes to torture himself on stream. I don't like to torture myself, but I don't consider playing friendly killer torture. So it's a win-win. You get to set me behind, and you know what I'm saying. 350. You know what I'm saying. Wink, wink, nod, nod, grin, grin, nudge, nudge, say no more. I think it's from Monty Python. I do love Monty Python. Aw, they're not even gonna look at how glorious and beautiful I am up here on the ledge. Witness me! Or as Bender would say, Bender Rodriguez, remember me! Let's go, baby. 50 minutes left in the stream, ladies and gentlemen, and then we're going to move on to Diablo 2 Resurrected. But we made really good progress so far. I'm quite pleased. I'm quite pleased. Midwich, incidentally, happens to be one of the maps I never lose on Demogorgon when I'm trying. You could put a portal on all 4 corners of the map, and you're faster than survivors can ever dream of being at that point. I don't think I've ever lost to a survivor on Midwich or Raccoon City Police Department when I was trying. And we faced some really good teams on both maps, I'd like to point out. Another map that I really love that you would think I would hate is the game, Gideon Meat Plant, is an absolutely delightful pallet fest. And Demogorgon is one of the killers that pallets really don't bother me. They're not going to get to see the special thing I'm doing. Makes my little heart sad. Makes me sad. Probably the distressing is the perk that's making them do this. Because most of the time, survivors are like taking a knee in front of me like Tim Tebow, putting down some items in front of me. But distressing scares survivors for some reason. Let's go. Yeah, we need 3 survivors to survive this map. If they don't survive, I can't evolve. Well, what do you know? We're exactly even again. Yay! 3 survivors escape. That means we get to evolve. You guys get to look at the perks and put the number in the chat. I'll run a poll. Or if only one person picks a number, I'll pick that perk. I'm the only one that gets to remove perks unless, you know, something happens. GG's. GG's, my lovelies. Yep, Fan Scooter said, I'm rank 1. You think I care about this game? This is how much I care about these blood points. Good job, Fan Scooter. You did great. I feel the exact same way when I hit rank 1. Gonna be completely honest with you. Moving on. Let's pick a perk. Yay! I love this part. This is the most fun part of the whole thing. This is the most fun part. Let's go, baby. Let's switch right back. Show you guys the perk list that we can choose from. 4, 6 through 12, 14 through 18. If you see a perk you like, type the number in chat. And if I can count high enough, maybe I'll just pick it without a poll. Whatever numbers come in chat, what on this list do you guys like? I get to choose the perk I remove. You get to choose the perk I put on. If nobody picks in the next, say, 10 seconds, I'll just pick a perk myself. Dying Light. Excellent choice. That is a most excellent choice. What a wonderful, wonderful decision. I think I'm going to remove Distressing. I like the blood points, but I don't like the way survivors play when they face Distressing. I find it distressing. You see what I did there with I'm going to remove Distressing and put on Dying Light. Excellent choice, ladies and gentlemen. Excellent choice. Might I say that your discernment is just, it's next level. It really is. Let's go, baby. Dying Light. You become obsessed with one survivor. Your obsession gains a 33% action speed bonus to unhooking and healing. So, obsession, super strong. Each time you hook a survivor, which will only be a maximum of 4, if they're alive, you gain a token. And they get 3% penalty for each token. So a maximum of a 12% penalty. You know what this sounds to me? Doing some quick math right here. It sounds like a really bad perk if you're playing friendly killer. That's fine, whatever. And don't forget that you guys can use channel points to give me favors. You can give me an add-on if you want to, or you can give me an offering if you want to. You can even pick a survivor and say, you cannot kill that survivor. My dog's sleeping beside me, it's dreaming, it's protecting me.
That's my dog and it's probably protecting me.
That's why you hear it barking in its sleep right now. It's so adorable.
That's my dog and it's protecting us.
Get him, Emma. Well, let's go.
It's exhausting to play outside for 2 minutes.
Yep, it got tired. The older a dog gets, the more it sleeps.
The thing you don't know about older dogs is it's exhausting to sleep when you're that old.
Hey, Miss Math Pants over there. You doing an awful lot of chatting and not enough math.
I'm not wearing math.
Listen, if you ain't done in the next 44 minutes, it's gonna be bad news bears. So let's rock and roll, baby. Let's rock and roll.
It's
That's your choice. You can have Friday and Saturday off, but if you got to work Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, we all make choices. And I was so hopeful you'd get your iPad today too. I was pulling for you. I was your #1 advocate. I believe in you. You can do it. You can do it. I believe in you. Let's go, baby. Let's have a fun game. All 4 survivors need to live this match in order for me to evolve again. We play friendly all the way up until we evolve into the Demogorgon Rex, at which point is game on, like Donkey Kong.
Don't you mean the Zach Brannigan Demogorgon Rex?
Math it up, my beautiful child. Math it up. Let's go. 43 minutes left in this stream, and then we're going to move on to Diablo 2. And then I'm going to eat some lunch. Starting to get hungry. We'll see how the Diablo content goes. I'm definitely going to stream Diablo 2 for at least an hour, no matter what. And I'm trying to get used to playing hardcore because ladder season's coming out soon. And I want to be good on ladder when it happens. Just this week I beat Diablo 2 for the first time ever by myself, solo in hell difficulty with a frenzy barb. So that's the first time I've ever beat Diablo 2 in 20 years of playing it. It was exciting. Let's go. What new killer would you like to see added to the game? Chucky? Candyman? There's lots of ideas. The Sin Eater is probably not a concept that many people are familiar with, but there's a concept of a killer called the Sin Eater. And what you would do is you would go around eating the sins of the survivors in order to save them from the entity. Give you a chance to save people instead of killing them. That would be my #1 idea to add in this game. I've toyed around with the idea before. I love the idea of a different gameplay style in DBD. You know what I'm saying? Wouldn't it be nice if for once the killer was on your side trying to help you out? Maybe the killer's even got to help do objectives in order to get us back to your sin. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I'm not a genius. There's people who get paid to make these kind of decisions. I trust their judgment. Dead by Daylight hates me. It didn't give me any good. It feels bad, man. Feels bad, man. It's okay. I love this map so much. This is a great map. You can take me on a pallet tour. I don't care. You can take me to every single pallet. It doesn't matter. I want you to show me the way. She's playing hard to get, but I can tell she really wants to claw. I can tell, Lavender. I know. And I can tell she never been hooked this way before. There you go, baby. 1, 2, 3. That's what I need. 1, 2, 3. I wish you could jump across this and land a hit, but you can't. I've tried 100 times. You cannot land that hit. But I wish you could. Yeah, if I could add one killer to this game of my own creation, it would be the Sin Eater. For sure. Claudette's got a flashlight. I thought we were friends, Claude. You're wearing a happy little outfit. I could have hit him, but I got, I don't know, nervous or something. I completely choked like a choker. Second time it didn't give it to me. Come on, man. Come on, man. Don't be that way, Dead by Daylight. Don't be that way, baby. Do I look like the kind of person that can spell? No, I can't spell. Just do your best. Billion. Billion. This kid thinks I'm homeschooling him or something. I refuse to accept your reality. I reject it and then substitute my own. Man, this guy played hard to get, didn't he? Fortunately for him, I'm not actually trying to win. I would definitely face camp this guy. 1 and 3. 1 and 3. Scratch marks coming over here. Really? You can't get over there. Good job, Jeff. Rock on, partner. You were much easier to catch. We just need Claudette, and then we're pretty much happy with whatever happens at that point. Claudette got safe. That's fine. Lets me know where all 4 survivors are right now. It's called map awareness. Map awareness is a beautiful thing. What did I tell you? What did I tell you, ladies and gents? What did I tell you? Sweetheart, I don't respect pallets. I don't respect pallets. Who cares? Hit me. Give me the pallet. Really need to smoke. Kids don't smoke. Brother Love doesn't smoke. He's being a silly goose. Terrible, terrible habit. Don't do it. Let's go. We are done. Fun game, guys. Fun game. You guys did a nice job. See, that guy says that haters love him. I don't hate him, but he seems pretty great to me. Let's see what chat. Since we've already one-booked everybody. Hello, Brother Love. First time chatter. Master Symmetry. Have you started? Oh, I have started watching your streak. Do you stream every day you play these? Every game you play? Yes, I stream every game I play on streaks. Like, the streak I did, I streamed all the streak live in a row. This I'm streaming live in a row. But offline, I play Demogorgon for fun. So, every game I play is not live. Just the ones that I say, these are official, I'm streaming this counts against me, okay? I don't know if I did a good job explaining there. I like to see the Predator, maybe his blaster. Oh, that would be cool. I completely agree. Yeah, I got beat yesterday. I got beat fair and square, for sure. And this build is awful. It is, Ortiz, it is. Yeah. Let's go. Let's give these guys some more blood points. I was a friendly killer main anyway before I started the streak, and I was just trying to make YouTube content, which I'm pretty sure I told everybody that, because I have a big mouth. The thing about Brother Love is, you know, talking about myself in the third person, I have a really big mouth and I can't shut up. So it's not the best qualities to have, I'm gonna be honest. I would like to exchange them, please, for some other virtues. I feel like the guy when he was talking to his father in the movie The Gladiator, and he said, "Father, I read your list of virtues and I realized that I had none of them. But I have other things, Father. And then he suffocates him with a pillow. But I know exactly how that guy feels. I have some certain traits that I would rather do without. Hey, you did it, guys. Congratulations. Good job. I knew you could do it. I knew you guys could do it. Now all they have to do is all 4 live and we can evolve again. Come on, guys. I believe in you. I just downloaded the new DLC for Far Cry 6. Wow, that's wonderful. I hear wonderful things about that series. I hope you enjoy it very much, Immortal Ops. You're an absolute beast. And yeah, Joaquin Phoenix. Love Joaquin Phoenix. When he plays Meryl in Signs, he's so amazing. And the Joker, oh my gosh, so amazing. So amazing. Such a talented actor. Absolutely talented actor. Look at this, guys. Now, I want you guys to bear in mind something while you see things like this. Bear in mind that I have the lowest possible MMR that you can have in Dead by Daylight. I want you to bear that in mind and then think about every game you've seen me play today. I've not had a single easy game all day long against a single easy team. Think about that for a second. Let that sink in. But yeah, these guys did wonderful. They did great. We got lots of points. Everybody's happy. Good game, guys. Good game. You've been hooked since part 2? Gotcha. He gets more blood points being friendly than I do when I try. That's not wrong. I actually gain 2.5 million blood points a day when I use barbecue and chili and I play friendly killer. I get 2.5 million blood points a day. So, and that's just using barbecue, bamboozle, lightborn, and mad grit. But you know, most people don't play 30 to 50 games a day. And I'm very addicted to Dead by Daylight. Something about it hits that reward center in my brain in the sweet spot. It's got the perfect mix of torture you a little bit and give you good moments. It's got the perfect mix, and I wish I could quit you, DBD. But I can't. You're such a good dog. I love you.
That's my dog.
It's my dog. It sits at its master's feet. Where's it sitting?
Emma, come here.
You can't call it. It's leaning against me. She can't stand the fact that this dog loves me.
It's just because you have the heater.
The heater's not on. Oh, we forgot to evolve. No. What was I thinking? It's okay. It's not the end of the world. If all 4 of these guys escape, we'll evolve twice, guys. It's not a big deal. Yeah, if I could give you guys one piece of advice, don't get old. Okay, that's, you know, it's that simple. Stay young. Stay young and beautiful. That's Oh. It is a Labrador Retriever, and it is our daughter's dog, technically. And it's a very loving breed. She can get hugged all day long and never get upset. And I love that about her.
All day long and still not have enough love.
Because my beautiful daughter has a bit of an attachment issue, and so this dog helps with that. It takes her a really long time to attach to things. Let's see. Yeah, it's got strategy, skill, a bit of stress, punishments, and rewards. This game, however unbalanced it is, can be very fun. I completely agree with you. Personally, even though it turned out to be a big boon for me, I wish they hadn't added SBMM to the game because all of my killer friends have quit playing Dead by Daylight. They're playing VHS now. Fungoose quit a year ago. Dowsy sometimes comes back to DBD. Hexy quits killer every single stream. Hey, you guys know what? I wrote a song about that. It's called Hexy Quit DBD Today. It's on my YouTube. Please check it out and subscribe. Every upvote and comment really helps out a lot. I'm trying to live that YouTube life, baby. You know what I'm saying? I sing it to the tune of George Jones's "You Stop Loving Her Today." So if you're a country fan, I think you'd be quite pleased. Yeah, I love Hexy. I love everybody. I don't hold anything against anybody because I'm not perfect. Except Jesus. But I try. I try real hard. If you watched my stream yesterday, you'll know what I'm talking about. I was super spicy yesterday. Like, why can't I be like Ortiz? Guys, I've never seen Ortiz get angry ever at the game. And he gets killed all the time as Survivor. Bruh, if I played Survivor main in this game, I would take my keyboard and smash it into the monitor. Like, where are we going? Pop quiz, hot shot. Where are we going? Leon with live? Really? How interesting. How very interesting. Hey, you got me, buddy. You got me. You have a black lab mix? Excellent. Excellent. We're looking for Leon. We need number 2, 3, and 4. 2, 3, and 4. Leon's already exhausted. Yeah. Right. Okay. Leon's a bit of a tryhard, but we won't hold that against him because we're a bit of a tryhard too, so. And we need number 3 and 4, and we will be very happy with the way this game turns out. I need a hero, holding out for a hero till the end of the night. Really? That person was really sneaky. Good job. I don't know who did it, but you did a good job evading me and getting to the unhook. I'm assuming they came directly from that generator I was just on. Yeah, it was probably just Claudette. You did a good job, Claudette. You did a good job, sweetie. Oh my goodness. Blood. Where's the blood? No, she's disappearing into the nether. Must follow the blood trail. Thank you, Bloodhound. You are a delightful perk. Man, this Claude is good. She is zooming. Okay, we need Fing, and then we're going to be completely happy. Yeah, I had a lab when I was a kid, but I was so young I don't remember what I felt about it. But I had a pit bulldog as a kid that I absolutely loved to death. And the poor thing escaped one day and got hit by a car. It was big sad. Big sad. My parents didn't tell me for like a week. And then they finally got tired of me looking for the dog every day. And then they told me. I'd rather they never told me. I'd rather just pretend like somewhere out there in the great wilderness there's a beautiful pit bulldog. Bang. I'm so sweaty. Leon's trying to win an esports competition. I'm pulling for you, Leon. Do it, man. Do it. Give it your best. Let's pretend like this game matters. Me and you together. We'll both pretend like it matters. There we go. GG's. Good game, guys. Good game. Lots of fun. Incidentally, this is the map when I played my first competitive tournament. This was the map that everybody had to play. So, got a lot of experience on this map, actually. People don't like this map. I don't really care. It's okay. There's better killer maps for sure. Let's see. Morok says, Black Lad Mix, sweet baby that wants all the love, and I have high hopes for VHS. I do too. A rising tide raises all ships. I hope that VHS goes gangbusters. I hope it does fantastically. It's free to play. And let me tell you something about gamers. There's a huge segment of gamers in the millions who will only play a game if it's free to play. So as soon as VHS comes out and it's free to play, it's gonna skyrocket, guys. It's gonna be big, I think. I think it's gonna be huge. And if VHS does good, we'll get a better DLC, a better patch than, oh, it took us 3 months to give you the Cinebyte voice lines that we took out in the first place. You know what I'm saying? Like, really? You did that in 3 months? Bravo! Bravissimo! Bravissimo! Good job. My kind of developers. We are cut from the same cloth. We both did very little in the last 3 months. And don't get me wrong, I'm super thankful to Behavior. I love their game. It's absolutely amazing. I love Behavior. I played your game 6,300 hours. I think you guys are awesome. Dead by Daylight is just the kind of game that we love to hate on. You know what I'm saying? We all love to pretend like we don't like this game, and yet here we are, all playing it together. But if VHS does good, then it'll make this game better, because they'll be like, oh, profits went down by 20% this quarter, and the CEO is going to be like, what? I can't get my new ivory back scratcher? Poggies! And then, you know, it'll go down the chain of command, and the person who actually does all the work will be forced to actually do all the work again and go home with the average paycheck. Where was I going with that story? Oh yeah, I love Dead by Daylight. There. Oh man. Hey, what's up? That's where I was going with that story. I love Dead by Daylight. I'm thankful to the developers. You don't look like a loser. And, yeah. Oh man. These survivors are they're silly gooses. Here, I will take you to the generator. Let's give him the secret signal, ladies and gentlemen. Let's give him, this is a secret signal. You hit the generator twice. You shake your head at the generator. Oh, well, it's too late. It's too late now. Somebody else did the work for him. Let me open the door for you guys. So long, farewell. Our theater said goodbye. Have a good day, ladies and gentlemen. Have a good day. Oh, it's been a good morning. It's been a good week. Gonna be honest with you guys. This has been, like, of all the best weeks in my life, there's my marriage and honeymoon, there's my adoption of my daughter, and then there's this last week where we got 2 speedrun records on speedrun.com, and we finished the streak, and we beat Diablo 2 Resurrected. Like, I told my wife last night, if the Lord was to take me to heaven right now, I'd be so happy. Like, what more could I possibly accomplish in life at this point? Like, I'm super content. Super content. At which point she said, how dare you talk about leaving me? You must be the last one to die in the family. And I was like, that sounds like too much work. I love my wife. She's a great woman. See, that's how I know there's a God, because I met my wife. You know what I'm saying? I prayed and prayed and prayed for years and years and years. And God had the perfect woman waiting for me. I just was supposed to wait for her. I don't think these survivors trust me. I only want to vote you guys. There is 19 minutes left in the stream, ladies and gentlemen. 19 minutes left in this stream. GG. GG's. Finally, we're getting to a semblance of where I think I belong as a killer. Okay, let's add 2 evolutions. Let's take away two perks. Guys, if you see it, say it. If you see something you want on me, say it really quick. I'm going to give it about 10 seconds, and then I'm going to add 2 perks. So here's the list. Let me show you guys on screen. Here's the list right here. If you see anything you like from 6 to 18, just type the number in the chat. And like I said, I'm going to give it 10 more seconds, and then I'm just going to pick two perks to put on and remove 2 perks. We got to get this evolution show on the road. Let's go, baby. Alrighty then, number 9. Thank you, Immortal Ops. You are a person of excellent taste. Thank you so much. Let's go with Iron Grasp and Insidious. Yes, let's go Iron Grasp, Insidious. We're going to remove Dying Light. And Beast of Prey. Dying Light and Beast of Prey, go bye-bye. And we need Insidious and Iron Grasp. Okay. Insidious and Iron Grasp. Let's go. I'll never be your beast of burden. There's one, there's the other. Let's go. We have evolved. We have evolved. This is game number 9 in the Demogorgon challenge. I play 10 games a day no matter what, ladies and gentlemen. They're as quick or as short as it takes, so if the stream takes a little bit longer, that's fine. But even during my streak, I typically play 10 games a day. I think I averaged it up once, and it averaged to like 11-ish games a day or something like that. So we will be playing 2 more games, bare minimum. All 4 survivors have to escape for me to evolve again. Thank you, Immortal Ops. I really appreciate you participating. You're an excellent person. Thank you so much. Well, let's go. Let's have a fun day. And you can do this kind of a challenge with any killer. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just happen to love Demogorgon. Like, if you're a Myers main, knock yourself out. You know what the best Myers perks are. I'd watch Ox's video on Myers, and then I'd watch Ox's video on the best perks and how he ranks them, and then I'd use those 2 videos together to come up with my own perk list. And who knows, maybe in the future we'll do it with most of the killers. See, that's the reason why I couldn't do the Ox Starva challenge, is because there's 4 killers I just refuse to play. I can't stand them. I got their adepts, and I don't ever want to touch them again. Just not fun to me. They're not fun to me. And I don't play a game if I'm not having fun. I don't stream if I'm not having fun. That's the God's honest truth. My lovely, beautiful daughter, how close are we to finishing that?
I'm waiting to do and fill in the blanks because they were like a ton.
Give me a guess. Give me a guesstimate. 30 minutes? An hour? Give me a guesstimate.
A while.
Go get Daddy some Mountain Dew, baby. And I want you to take a break because you've been doing this for too long. Your brain's probably tired. I want you to get the jiggles out. I want you to get the wiggles and the jiggles out. And I'm gonna call you in 15 minutes. in 15 minutes to come back, okay? I love you. Go take a break, baby. You can even eat lunch now if you want to. All you got to do is say, Daddy, I'm ready for my lunch break.
I love you.
Thank you so much for the follow, Pete Pose. How are you doing? God bless you. I hope you and your family are blessed, and I hope you have a wonderful day. And thank you so much for the follow. I greatly appreciate you very much. Let's see. I missed a message, I think. I have the opposite reaction. I can't get angry as a survivor. This is what Master Symmetry says. Even when I get tunneled. But when I play killer, I get very stressed every game. Yeah, I mean, I completely get that. The unfortunate thing for me is when I started playing DBD, Hex Ruin was on every killer, and you had to hit great skill checks, and I couldn't do it. I don't have skill. I'm just going to be completely frank and honest about that. So that kind of forced me to play killer if I wanted to enjoy Dead by Daylight. And then I got bullied for an entire year. It took me an entire year to learn how to play killer. That's how slow I am. And I became a Legion main, and that was the first killer I ever hit rank 1 on. And I was a Legion main for a couple of months, and then they did a nerf of some sort. And I went to Bubba for 6 months. And then I found Demo during a friendly killer challenge, and I fell in love with him. I had Demo, but I always hated him. I didn't understand how he scaled, but now I understand how he scales. First time chatter, hello brother. How's God treating you on this blessed day? Better than I ever deserved in my life, I tell you that. Better than I ever deserved. God is great. God is good. Amen. Absolutely. Yeah. I think David's in love with me. David, I'm married, bro. Take it down a notch, David. Take it down a notch. Thank you, David. You're going to eat lunch? Okay. Well, in that case, I'm setting the timer for 40 minutes. Okay. 40 minutes, babe. I actually wanted the Claudette because I'm a Claudette main who plays Ashe. I'm just a Claudette wearing an Ashe skin, literally. And I personally know how sneaky and good Claudettes are, so I want to catch her myself. Bruh. I'm not gonna kill you, relax. Just wait your turn patiently. Wait your turn patiently. There's room on this ride for everybody, okay? And Mordog says, GG's brothers, gotta balance. Have a good rest of your stream. God bless. Hope you have a beautiful rest of your day. I really do. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Alright, we need number 3, which explains why David wanted to get hit so much. Because he's healing awful quick. But he's our last hook, and then we can just chillax the rest of the game. See, that's the fun thing about playing friendly killer, is if you have the right perks on, not only can't they bully you, but there's nothing they can do to bring down your spirits. If you're playing friendly killer, you have nothing to lose and everything to gain. And I must say, it is much easier to hit Eerie 1 now than it was to hit rank 1. In fact, I didn't even try until I hit Eerie 2, at which point I played 3 incredibly sweaty try-hard games where I 12-hooked and I hit Eerie 1. So how do you get 250,000 blood points now? You try hard in 3 games. That's it. That's yeah. It's the God's honest truth. It's exactly what happened. Well, let's go. There's 2 games left in the stream, ladies and gentlemen. 2 games left in the stream. haven't gamed at all. I think he booked it. Dude said, I'm outie. I am outie. Well, at this point, I'm just bullying them. I need to let these guys finish the game, man. Alright, I think we're done with this game. We're gonna let them wiggle off and go now. This seems like might be the lowest ranked team I faced in 2 days. Which is good because who likes to face the best all the time? Not me. If I wanted to do that, I'd play League of Legends and get dumpstered every single game. You know what I'm saying? If I wanted to play the best every game, I would play Dota 2 and get told the most toxic thing you could possibly imagine. Like, there's no game more toxic than Dota 2. I don't care what anybody says. Hey, Jacqueline, how are you doing? God bless you. There's our resident artist herself. Jacqueline, who also streams, is doing a fundraiser for adoption. So, guys, please send her a follow and check her out. She's amazing. She's the one who did the Zach Brannigan Demogorgon art, the Latigra art. She's amazing. I hope that you're having a good day, Jacqueline. I really do. As a former Dota 2 player, agreed. Yeah, Dota 2 is brutal. They say Korean League of Legends is brutal. They would weep in a corner if they played one game of MMR Dota 2. Okay, they would get broken like twigs. Dota 2 is brutal. And it kind of makes it beautiful in a way, actually. Oh, you want to blush? Well, let me sing a song then. Let's find a song to sing while we're waiting for this team to finish the game. Here we are, but straying pilgrims, here path is often dim. But to cheer us on our journey, still we sing this wayside hymn. Yonder over the rolling river, where the shining mansions rise, soon will be our home forever, and the smile of the blessed giver gladdens all our longing eyes. Here our feet are often weary on the hills that throng our way. Here the tempest darkly gathers, but our hearts within us say, yonder over the rolling river, where the shining mansions rise, soon will be our home forever, and the smile of the blessed giver gladdens all our longing eyes. Here our souls are often fearful of the pilgrim's lurking foe, but the Lord is our defender, and he tells us we may know. Yonder over the rolling river, where the shining mansions rise, soon will be our home forever, and the smile of the blessed giver gladdens all our longing eyes. Beautiful, beautiful song. Let's go, ladies and gentlemen. Finish the game, babies. Finish the game. I got one more game to play, and then we're moving into Diablo 2. One more game. This is day 1, season 1 of Evolution Demogorgon. Good job, guys. Good job. Perfect timing. Perfect timing. Let's go. Make sure you actually eat lunch, child. Sometimes I tell this kid to eat lunch, and then I'll go in there like 10 minutes till it's time for school to start again. No lunch hath been eaten. And I'm like, bro, you're gonna make me actually have to parent here. Oh, life is good. Life is good. The difference between me and my wife is not only is she a skilled educator, and unfortunately it falls on me to do the educating, but what I really enjoy is the Bible portion of the teaching. That's the thing that I think I find the most valuable and enjoyable. So that's just a little difference between me and my wife. She's all about the math, man. She's a science person, engineering, math, like she loves that stuff. Don't get me wrong, she loves the Bible too. I'm just saying, you know, every marriage needs a complement, right? Like peanut butter and jelly. That's how we go together, you know? Let's go. Lunches for the week. Well, I made the best chili I've ever made in my life. And, yeah, color me weak for sure. I'm gonna definitely get a bowl after the Diablo portion of the segment. All 4 survivors lived. We get to evolve. Guys, if you see a perk you want to see me evolve to, just say the number in the chat. We'll keep it simple. And we'll do this real quick so I can play one more fast game and end this portion of our stream. 6, 7, 10, 11, 12, 14 through 18. We are evolving number 1, our first evolution. We're this beautiful little kitten down here. So if you see something you like, say it. I'm going to give 20 seconds and then I'm just going to pick. Because we got to get this show on the road. Usually I get 10 games of DBD done in an hour 45 minutes. So this has already been a unusually long game of Dead by Daylight. 14. Let's go, baby. And I will try and use it. You know, this is Jacqueline's favorite perk. Jacqueline, this is your favorite perk that this person just picked. Literally. You love this perk. She plays this perk on Killer all the time. So I'm going to get rid of Dying Light. No, I already got rid of Dying Light. What am I talking about? I'm going to get rid of Insidious because, well, we did use it last game, but whatever. Okay, get rid of Insidious, put on Spies from the Shadows. Check. Let's do it. Spies from the Shadows. Spelling is hard. Let's go. The way this perk works is the crows in the world communicate with you directly. 100% of the time, the cawing crow gives you a visual cue when you're within 36-meter range. Ooh, once every 5 seconds. Beautiful, delightful, mwah, magnificent. Jeremy is the outgoing social one, and I'm the quiet introvert. He helps me get better at talking, and I help him be a better listener. So I'm the extrovert in my marriage. It's really hard for me to get embarrassed. And I'm super loving. And I think those are my only qualities. My wife has all the other good qualities. She knows how to keep her mouth shut. She knows how to be professional. You know what I'm saying? Good example for our daughter. I wish I was a good example. I have a big mouth. And I say things I wish I could take back, but it's too late. You spit it out there and then it's out there. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's too late then. Depends on which killer, but Spies from the Shadows is pretty awesome when you have a killer that needs to know where people are. Amen. I don't think I've ever used this perk unless there was a challenge for it. So this is going to be exciting. This is the last game of the stream. This will end, and I will immediately begin Diablo 2 content. Might play for an hour. I'm getting kind of hungry, not going to lie to you guys. But I do want to play an hour of hardcore Frenzy Bard. I'm going to completely make the character right on stream. So, let's see. It's pretty awesome when you have a killer who wants to be know what people are. The Crux at Brother Love. Would you be open to some stream feedback regarding volume? I would absolutely be open. Somebody earlier said the game volume was too loud, and so I turned down game volume. Hit me up. Tell me what the best setting is. What's going on? What can I do for you? You're helping me by telling me. Please do. Please do. You doing nothing but doing me a favor by letting me know. Still too loud. Really? Huh. Well, let me do this. I'm going to keep it at 20, and you guys tell me how it sounds after this, okay? I'm getting kind of older. My eyesight isn't as good as it used to be, and my hearing has never been particularly good. So it might be a case of Brother Love is an old man, and thank you for letting me know. I truly appreciate you. Thank you so much. And let me know if me cutting the volume in half helps, because obviously changing the in-game setting did very little for you guys. I think I'd still like to hear your voice a little louder, if that's possible. Let's see. You know, I installed this mic and I never... Let me pull up this. And there's some knobs on this thing that I've never touched before, but I'm not quite sure what they do. There's a thing called gain. Would I assume that's volume? Hello. Hello. Is that too loud? Yeah, I think that is volume. Hello. Hello. How's that? Is this good? I hope so. Because instead of being in the green, it's in the yellow and red now. So I hope that's better for you guys. All right, let's try. Well, thank you so much. You've been a very big help, all of you. Thank you so much. Yeah, I'm totally boosted, 100%. Listen, I don't know what I'm doing, and I'm not so smart to figure things out either. So you're doing me a big favor by telling me these things. Hey, you got me, Leon. Good job, buddy. Yeah, the game volume is much lower for me now. Much lower. Bruh. This dude disappeared. What does he have? No scratch marks. What does that? Dance with me in totems, right, ladies and gentlemen? There is a witch in the game. I'm guessing she put a totem up there. Feels bad man. Feels bad man, because I do not want to look for a totem in that house. Hey, there's a thing. Hey, thing. How you doing, sweetie? Let's go. Let's do it. Thank you for helping. Yeah, that's wonderful. I had no idea. Here you go, my lovely. We need number 1, 2, and 4. 1, 2, and 4. And he tells us we may know. Yeah, Demogorgon is kind of loud, not gonna lie. He's a loud boy. Still looking for spies from the shadows, baby. There's an AFK. I'm guessing the totem must be on the right side. Bruh. Come on, don't try this hard. I think we need number 1 and 2. Number 1 and 2. The witch has crows around her head, so she's been AFK for a little while. I reckon I will keep this generator real quick. Was that spies? Really? Huh. Normally I see like a bubble with a crow in it. Hell no, he got me. Oh, embarrassing. How will I live with myself? Man, he is trying really hard. You're gonna win. You're gonna be okay, my buddy. You're gonna be okay. My buddy. My buddy Leon. Do. Have you guys ever seen The Professional? Now that would be a good friend to have. Leon the Professional. It has 2 different titles. It's by the same guy who directed The Fifth Element. Really great stuff. Oh, value. That's what I'm talking about. See, I don't see a crow above her head now. But it could have been the bubble, and I just misunderstood what I was saying. Like, totally. We need number 1 and number 2. No, she's running to the place that has no scratch marks. Why would you do such a thing? I thought you were on my side. I thought you were a good witch. Never trust a witch again. That's it. That's where I draw the line. When people use magic spells against me, that's where Brother Love says that was the line and you crossed it. Well, let's go. We're just looking for number 2, not my size. Wow, this thing has a humongous range. It wasn't even in the building at all. Really? It's crazy. It says I'm in chase with somebody. Where? Where's this person at? They ran past me? I wasn't in chase that I knew of. Somebody here. Yep, this is the girl I need. Right here. Come on, Socks. Let's wrap up this stream on a positive note. Positive vibes. The witch went straight back to the exact same totem. Boom! GG's. GG's. Luc Besson. Yeah, Luc Besson. I think he's an amazing director. Love The Fifth Element. Great movie. Love Bruce Willis when he used to care about acting. Absolutely love him. I think my favorite Bruce Willis movie is... It's hard to say, Unbreakable or The Sixth Sense. I love both of those movies very much. And my mother-in-law, her favorite Bruce Willis movie is either Red or Die Hard. Yeah. Spies from the Shadows. Let's go. Oh, I love it when survivors do that. They sneak around the pallet and you can see them in the edge of the pallet. I adore that. I adore me amor. That reminds me of a story. I once got hit in the eye with the moon like a bigger pizza pie, and the doctor said it was a moray. But he gave me a tincture, and it went away in a month. So there's a happy ending to the story. That's based on a true story. Okay, it's loosely based on a true story. Red, that movie's so good. Yeah, my mother-in-law completely agrees with you 100%. Now, my mom, my actual mom, is a different, completely different kind of person. She loves the Tyler Perry movies. Any movie that has a strong female protagonist, she loves those kind of movies. And I'm going to be honest, there's a couple of Tyler Perry movies I really like a lot. There's Tyler Perry Witness Protection, which I personally think is the best one out of all of them. When she tells that kid she's going to whoop him in front of everybody. Oh my goodness. And then there's Medea Goes to Jail. Oh, I love that movie so much. But I was raised, my mama always liked the African American sitcoms and dramas. And so I was raised watching, I think it's called 227, Family Strokes, Family Ties, Good Times, What's Happening, Sanford and Son. I love that kind of stuff, guys. That's like my absolute favorite. So I'm a huge Dave Chappelle fan, Eddie Murphy, Red Fox. Don't watch Red Fox on YouTube. I'm just letting you know. I'm gonna do you a favor. Don't watch him on YouTube. He'll destroy your perception of him. But Richard Pryor. Oh, I love Richard Pryor so much. When I was a kid, my favorite Richard Pryor movie was called, I think it was called The Toy. And he was bought by a white rich man played by Jackie Gleason and given to his son as a gift. Not joking. That's the premise of the movie. Could you imagine that movie coming out nowadays? Oh my gosh. People would lose their minds. But I used to love that movie because I liked Richard Pryor, not because I wanted to have a person bought for me. It's because I like Richard Pryor so much. Yeah, GG's. Good game. Yeah. Have a good day. Thank you, and please come again. If she lives, we get another evolution, and then I end the stream there. Well, I end this portion of the stream. She lived. Okay, so that was our 10th game of the day. We get one more evolution. If you see a perk you like, say it, and we'll put it up there. And let me hit these guys with the GGs real quick. GGs, my lovelies. GGs. And thank you so much for helping me with my sound. I'll try and remember these exact settings. I greatly appreciate it. So we played 10 games of No Kill Killer today. And yeah. Matchmaking, you're amazing. And I do love you. God bless you and your family. And I hope you have an absolutely beautiful day. Thank you so much for the follow, Cam Brewy. Cam Brewy. How are you doing today? Do you play Killer as well? I hope you have a great day. Let's do the evolution real quick and let you guys pick, and then we will switch over to Diablo 2. We've already done 3 hours of Dead by Daylight. I think we're good. I think we hit the sweet spot there with Dead by Daylight. Let's move on to other things. Okay, guys, so we have Gearhead Hysteria, Monster Shrine Overwhelming Presence. You see my keyboard right here, making me look like I can't spell, which I can't spell, but I would appreciate it if my keyboard wasn't a snitch. Predator, Strider, Territorial Imperative, Unnerving Presence, and Unrelenting. So you guys put the number in chat. The number I see the most is the one I'm going to pick, and we will just wrap up this stream with a pretty little bow. Let's see here. Held a message for a reason, swearing. Cam Brewy? This is what Cam Brewy says to me. You are a cringe lord. You're abusing the MMR system. There, I said it. F you, and have a nice day. Peepo happy. Cam Brewy, thank you so much for stopping by the stream. Hey, you're entitled to your opinion. I would like to point out that not only did I put out a YouTube video over a month ago saying what you just said, on my About Me, it literally says what you just said at the very bottom. I will read that for your benefit, just so you can know that it has always been there. I've told everybody who has an ear to listen because I have a big fat mouth, and all my friends knew that already. But let's take care of this real quick because Brother Love doesn't want to be a liar. I want to always tell the truth. I'm going to go to my Twitch page, and let's read the About Me real quick. Let's read the About Me channel. About Me. Let's go there real fast. Let's see. Disclosure in the About Me. The section that says The Streak, Demogorgon Record. This is versus the very lowest MMR survivors that I can try to play. I do try to intentionally lose MMR for this challenge. This is supposed to be irony. If not funny, please hit the thumbs up, subscribe, and give Demo 350, okay? Even at the lowest MMR, I still beat teams that you could never hope to beat because I'm the best. Did you just see the game I literally just played? Did you see their rank and how exquisite that team was? I've had 2 out of 8 games today that were against what I would call average survivor teams. 2 of 8 at the lowest possible MMR. No, I don't feel bad. I was honest from the beginning. And I answered the question on Reddit when the guy asked me point blank. And I was open and honest with him. I have nothing to gain by lying to you guys. I don't want to be known as a liar. I'll be honest with you guys and up front. But okay, we took care of that, so now that's done. Just want to let you go. Yeah, you could have looked up my YouTube where there's a video that literally says the truth about the streak and why I do it. It's like a 7-minute video. Been there for a month. Anyway, let's move on. Let's see. Did anybody pick a number? Number 18, Jacqueline. Jacqueline. Thank you so much, Jacqueline. You are super supportive. And this is Jacqueline's art, by the way, ladies and gentlemen. Isn't she amazing? Amazing person, amazing artist. Much love, S.A. Jacqueline. S.A. stands for Silent Assassins. They're like an exclusive, awesome club. There we go. And I'm going to remove something and put Unrelenting on. What do I want to remove? I like Spies from the Shadows. I like Shadowborn. Let's remove Iron Grasp. Let's remove Iron Grasp. There we go. There we go. Looking absolutely beautiful. Let's go back to Dead by Daylight. Yeah, I mean, people got their opinion, and I completely respect that. Listen, you cannot go through life and please everybody. I can tell you guys a story about that one day. There's a parable about it. What did we decide? Unrelenting? We're going to take off Iron Grasp, and I believe we decided on Unrelenting. Yep, we did. It's not possible. There's going to be some segment of people you can't make happy. Even when I played Friendly Killer for 1,000 games in a row, every single day I would get survivors that would say to me, why can't you just play the game? You know, you completely ruined my experience. That's what they would say to me. As I'm one-hooking people for the barbecue stack and letting them go. You will not go through life and make everybody happy. All you can do is be the best you can be, and that's good enough. All right, ladies and gentlemen, well, this is the sad part of the stream where we've played 10 games of Dead by Daylight. We've made it through multiple evolutions on Demogorgon. I plan on streaming the same time tomorrow. So we're going to end this segment of the stream, and we're going to be moving on to Diablo 2. So we're going to play Hardcore Frenzy Barbarian. We're going to create the character right in front of you, and we'll see how that goes. Let's see if there's any interest, and I'll gauge the interest over the next couple of weeks because I want to play on the ladder. I want to stream the ladder when it comes out. So I have to put in effort and work to get to that point. Yeah, let's back out. This is fine. And I'm going to put the coming back soon screen up. Be right back, my lovelies. As I close Dead by Daylight and I open up Diablo 2 Resurrected, I'm going to change the name of my stream. This is the Diablo portion of the stream. Hardcore Frenzy Barb Day 1. And I will probably die on day 1.